Hey guys, so sorry about the wait. Ugh. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Howdy ho.
Hey Ruff, what's going on, my dude?
Oh, hanging in there. We've had sick kiddos this week, so it's been all hands on deck and no rest.
Oh man.
Oh.
All right. Hello, everybody. I am so sorry that I had to make you wait. I had back-to-back things coming up. Just one more thing. One more thing. You don't mind, do you? Actually, I do. So do about 1,000 other people, but whatever. All right. So, we got some exciting things happening lately. Oh man, this is the first time I've looked at ATER in the past hour.
Nice.
Wow, this is nice to come back to. Isn't that lovely? It's so lovely. I love it. What a beautiful thing. All right. ATER. What a strong move. Mad echo going on, hearing everything twice.
You're fine on my end.
On the YouTube channel?
No, just on Discord. I'm listening to you on Discord. It sounds fine here.
Okay. I
I
think
bet
it's
somebody has double audio going if they've got YouTube and Discord open at the same
yeah.
time.
Yeah, that's a safe bet.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Got you, Droxen. Thank you. I wanted to make sure I wasn't doing something wrong, that's all. Man, ATER, what a strong move. I apologize that I didn't get to do a video on this one before. I talked about it. I think it was like right around 2 o'clock. It was like right after 2:30 or so, market time yesterday, and I just bought some calls like, people say it's going to go up in the Discord. I'll just trust them. I'm sure that everybody in in Hell's trading floor does their due diligence, and lo and behold, now I'm up. What the hell am I up? Let me go look at my calls. Am I about to ship my pants? Yes, yes, I am. Up 140%. That's amazing. Today is a good day. Today's a good day when you're up 100% or more on anything.
How about 97% on my portfolio?
All right.
Back from the dead.
That's nice. For whatever reason, Hook just took off a little while ago, and right now my calls are still worthless. I wasn't able to get out of them, but for about a fraction of a second they were worth 23 cents, which was a 6% gain when from my cost average. But the entire last 3 trading weeks they were like less than a cent.
Breathe.
It's quite a magnificent thing, honestly. I've been enjoying watching ATER make its moves. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of TA on this thing and just see what it's about to do. I can see that we're doing a little consolidation. That's very nice. The fact that we've broken $6 and have only just formed a bullish pennant is a good sign to me. It's nice consolidation. Didn't break down. No engulfing candles, nothing like that. It's a good thing. It's a very good thing. Even on the 15-minute, no engulfing candles, just come up and relax a little bit, just a bit of a retrace. Still looking good and strong. I like it. Very nice, very nice. So I've got calls for May 20th. I'm going to hold these. I was thinking about day trading them, but I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to hold on to these. I'm going to hold on because they're in the money now. I got $5 calls for May 20th. That was a good pick. So I'm feeling good about ATER. I'm especially feeling good about the gamma ramp on it. So we'll go ahead and talk about that a little bit.
That's funny. We bought the same calls.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I got the idea from somebody or if I was just listening to you, but whatever. Telepathic link, if that works. I'll take it if it works.
Oh, I swore I'd never play this damn ticker again, and here I am.
Haha. Yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for. Let me go do a inspect short squeeze. Let's go take a look at this.
Yeah, I don't know why it was like that. I got you though, Numbskully.
Okay, I want to take a look at... Okay, very good. I just want to show you guys this lovely, lovely chart. What we're looking at here, ladies and gentlemen, is a beautiful gamma ramp. So I just wanted to show off one of Hell's Trading Floor's favorite indicators from ScourgeBot. This is the gamma ramp, which is shown from the inspect short squeeze indicator from ScourgeBot. What this is showing is the percentage of the float which is in the money at a given strike price, which you can see on the x-axis. So at the current market price of $6, we have 32.7% of the float in the money. Now, be aware that there is currently some dilution for ATER. They've entered into a prospectus to sell about it was like 6.4 million, so a little bit more than 10% dilution on the total float. So that'll reduce the float percentage by about it'll take it down from 32 down to like 26-ish percent float in the money. But still, that's not a very significant dilution. There is additional dilution in the form of about 3 million warrants, which is those are good for a few years. So warrants are a good that's a good dilutive instrument in my opinion. It just makes it so that the stock is so that buyers of the stock can get in at a preferred price, but it does not create the shares until those are exercised or executed at some point in the future. And typically warrants have an expiration of anywhere between 2 and 5 years. So I can agree with like a 6 million share sale. That's not all that bad, honestly. And ATER, from what I understand, could use the capital. It would be pretty good for them, just in time to get within their next quarterly earnings. Just in time for their next quarterly earnings report. So not this earning report that's coming out, but the very next earnings report, this dilution would take place, and all of that revenue from those proceeds would be declared on that report. All that being said, ATER is looking like it's going pretty strong, and it looks like it's about to break out of this bull flag here. So I'm pretty excited to see where it heads to next. This is a good sign. Second to this is Ortex was showing some amazing short interest on this thing. Let's bring this over here. So 41% short interest of the free float on ATER. That's nuts. And what I was looking at was the utilization maxing out here at 100%. This is what I look for. This is the sign that I look for, that a stock is way over leveraged on the short side and shorts have run out of ammunition completely. This is actually the first indicator for my squeeze signal theory that utilization needs to be above 95% for the duration of the entire squeeze. If this is the case, then it just basically means that all of the stock that is available to be borrowed has been borrowed. And that lends itself to things like high cost to borrow averages and things like that. It makes the stock hard to borrow. The stock ends up on the threshold list, like you can see ATER currently is, according to Vortex. And yeah, it's fantastic. So even with all that new stock coming into the market, that will only reduce the float by a little over to 10%. So that will probably give shorts a little bit more ammunition to try and short it. But at the end of the day, when that offering is complete, ATER will be at a net benefit with being able to sell at, post $5 if they can sell that stock rather quickly, and they get a good price for it. Then that would give a huge boost to their balance sheet. And that's only good for that company. So I think that that's a nice middle of the road dilutive event for them. It's not that big. It doesn't create mass panic amongst the shareholders. And honestly, what they need is cash anyway. So all good signs all around. Shorts are definitely in trouble. They're feeling nervous. The other half of that, if we look at the average days on loan for ATER, you see that 30 days is the average on loan, so that would put us at about March 10th, we'll say. So let's go back to March 10th, and we see that the average trading price at that time was, we'll just say at $2.50. We'll just put that average at about $2.50. If we go back about 10 more days to, we'll say March 1st, $3 is the best price that the average short would have entered in. That just gives us a little bit of margin of error there. So even at the best possible entrance price, shorts are currently down 100% on their positions. They're not feeling good right now. So this is really the time for FOMO to kick in, honestly. Shorts are going to be in huge trouble. I'll be interested to see what the return shares looks like in a couple of days when Ortex updates those numbers. So next, we got BBIG. BBIG was moving. Yes, I was looking for this. So BBIG based not too long ago. Let's go to the 30-minute chart on this. How am I coming through on YouTube, guys? How are you doing? I didn't do it.
Sounds good, brother. Sounds real good.
Okay, great. That was a lot of feedback. Thank you. All right. Yes. Okay. I will. All right. Mickey BV. Mickey BV 117. I'll check out BBIG here in just a second, and then we'll move on to MULN. BBIG, what I was looking for was originally I had drawn this wedge, which it then broke below. It's actually now formed a falling megaphone. It looks like. I don't really like using these really tall wicks. It feels a bit feels just a little bit bogus. I'm just going to cut through that wick on this one. It gives us a bit more of a bull channel. Bull channels are called such because they're a downward channel and they tend to break upwards. So if we're looking for BBIG to make a move, which I currently am, I'd be looking for it to break about 285. Yep, 285 would be a nice clean breakout. So if we see that.
Hey, TD, you still got the ATER Ortex up?
Oh, whoops. There we go. I got that fixed. Thank you very much, Boulay.
Cool.
Okay, once per bar. And this will go out to the Discord so you guys can get your alerts.
So what he's doing right here, guys, is setting up alerts for our Discord. Once it gets to that level, we'll throw an alert for a bot that we're using in Hell's Trading for. So right whenever that comes out, you know it's at that point. So just in case y'all wondering what all that good stuff is that he's typing right there.
Okay, that's the last of those alerts. So we'll get alerts respectively when BBIG crosses this channel, followed by this bullish pennant support. This is still a significant ascending support. It's now likely become resistance. So if we see this thing come above it, then we'll be looking for it to find resistance at this midpoint of $3. This is significant because not only is it resistance on the technical chart, it's also an options strike price. So April 14th expiration, if this thing does go for a run at some time between here and tomorrow, doubt it's going to get above $3 by Friday. It's very unlikely. But one thing that I did just take note of is that BBIG is creating a higher low pattern here. Let me actually form a ray on this one, because this is probably going to be significant going off into the future. Go ahead and delete this. I really doubt that's going to be a significant support again for a long time. If it is, we'll find it again later. Okay. So the other part of the technicals on BBIG is, I know that this is a really busy chart. What I'm looking at is this Fibonacci level currently. Let me go ahead and zoom out to the 2-hour. What you're seeing here is a Fibonacci extension. This is based off of the low and the high from BBIG's most recent moves. And what this does is it just finds speculative resistance and support levels. The big one was right here at 270. And if we do see a breakout here, then the next fib level will be at 320. What BBIG likes to do is it likes to find its support, and then it likes to break through to at least 2 to 3 fib levels. And that's what it's done with most of these squeezes, that it's made these sudden moves upward. When it decides that it wants to get legs, it really, really gets legs. So if we do see another breakout of BBIG, then what we're likely to see is a breakout to this resistance here at $4 at some point in the future, and then find support here on this level again if this level of ascending support still remains significant by that time. So breakout to like $4, $4.50 maybe, retrace to whatever level this is currently at that time period, and then the final leg upward. That's just a speculative scenario that's all dependent on catalysts and any developments in the stock. Let's go ahead and take a look at MULN next. MULN looks like it's breaking down a little bit, but it's still holding this support, which is significant. This pennant terminates on the close of business on April 14th. So likely if you have options that are expiring April 14th, that's this Thursday, likely not going to be in the money above $3. 250 is probably going to be at the money.
There was a really weird. I posted on the trading. I posted in the text here, but there was a somebody sold a put today for 150K. Sold $4 strike puts for MULN that expire tomorrow.
Yeah, were those
It's really weird.
$5 puts?
No, they were $4 puts.
$4 puts. Okay, sorry. That's
There
interesting.
was some $5 ones as well. There was a string of 4, 5. There was 4, 5, and 4, but one of them had 150K premium. There were 1,000 puts sold at 4, followed up by more at 5, more at 4, and then calls at 250.
Interesting. I'm wondering if that's a market maker hedging in order to back up a short position.
I was wondering the same, or if somebody knew something. I couldn't figure it out because there was no other leg to it, and you couldn't find a whole lot to compare it to.
Yeah, that's interesting. In any case, MULN is starting to come to the end of this pennant, so what I'm probably going to do is anticipate a breakout or a breakdown in one direction or the other, and that's going to signal what the next move will likely be. The thing is that these can fake out, so if it breaks down, which if it's going to fake out in any direction, it's likely to be a breakdown because MULN's already shorted to hell as it is, and there's a whole bunch of on-loan shares that have been loaded up against it. These are held by market makers, from what I'm able to tell, and what I am expecting is, or what I suspect is happening, is the market maker is currently way over leveraged on a net short position that they never wanted to be in the first place, and that would be due to covering a whole bunch of short exempts that failed to deliver since we made this move up to $2 way back in the beginning of March. The the idea that market makers can short a stock without ever taking a borrow seems to hold true, and every time that it happens, stocks that are being manipulated this way or having the short exempt rule abused like this, if the market maker ends up in a net short position, then they really end up burying themselves, especially when retail and major institutions catch wind of it, because the market maker is forced to close those eventually. Like, it has to happen eventually. It's just they have a lot of techniques for kicking the can down the road. But from what I'm able to see, it now appears that an algorithm is taking over on MULN. So what I am expecting to happen is for there to be a fake breakdown here below this pennant. If it breaks down below $2, then that would be pretty bearish. So that's going to be my risk level for MULN. If I see a breakdown, I'm going to be watching the OBV to create a technical pattern and then cross above, most likely a wedge. So I'm going to try and draw this out on the 2-hour time frame. Yeah, I do kind of see a pattern here. OBV is not as clear cut drawing technical patterns on, but I do see a pattern. So this is what I see with the OBV on MULN, which is kind of interesting. Forms a pennant that terminates at the end of April. Let's go and extend out our volume shelf just to see where it currently is. Yeah, major resistance is right here at the 250 level, right above it. That's a lot of resistance. Okay. All right. So anyway, MULN, I'll be looking to see if it holds support at $2. If it breaks down below $2, then that's going to be that's probably going to be it for me. I think that it's not just because I wouldn't be willing to hold it. It's just that I understand the psychology of the market. Nobody's going to want to touch MULN once it hits $2 because that's the final area of support. And if it breaks down below its first all-time, or its first major high after this big move up, then there's going to be a whole bunch of people coming in to short it, and a whole lot more day traders and swing traders are going to sell out of their positions at that level. That's basically the final straw for them. But if you get a break up above $3, then, well, I mean, your nearest resistance is going to be at $3.50 and $4 respectively. You break up above those and sky's the limit. So we end up in another situation where this thing can run. We found our resistance at a little above $4 with this most recent high. So if we can break that, then who knows? I would be guessing somewhere around $5. It seems to move up at about $1 at a time, and it likes to consolidate at each 50-cent level. There's just these very brief periods of consolidation at every 50 cents. Alrighty. No one's saying dump it. Get out of here. No one's saying dump it. Freaking idiot. Some asshole comes in here and says, like, True Demon says, dump everything. Go fuck yourself. Get off of my channel.
Weirdos, bro.
Okay, let's see what else we got here. ALZN, that's got me a little bit excited. My ALZN calls were doing really well this morning. They kind of retraced a little bit. So ALZN, I've drawn these descending channels here, and these do appear to be holding significance. So it was in this channel for a little while, and now it's broken up above and it's held up here. Currently resting at support on this one. It had a short breakdown here. This is what I would call the midpoint of a channel. It's just kind of it's both based off of these wicks, and it's also based off of the overall trend, the tops of the trend with ATER going way back in time. So I'm just kind of drawing this base off of significant levels from way back then to the tops of these wicks, and then continuing on downwards. So if we break above this, this is the final resistance for me. This level is pretty significant because ALZN traded in a channel from $1.25 all the way to 170 here for this entire time period. So I'll just really quickly, I'll draw a rectangle around what I'm talking about. This is the zone that ALZN was trading in for a while. That was a pretty significant consolidation area before it broke down. So if ALZN gets above this, then I don't see anything really holding it back. The volume here was pretty low consistently, and now that we're getting these big volume pops, which interestingly enough, the OBV is trading way down, signaling that there's massive selling going on. But the rise in the price after hours tells me otherwise. Somebody knows something is coming. So if this is just short sellers or day traders or somebody else who's just trying to smash the price, I'm really not worried. The the price action to the downside isn't reflective of the OBV. I would say that there's some divergence going on here. I'll be looking for the volume to keep climbing and for the OBV to snap up and kind of do a little bit of a rubber band move. Maybe I'm wrong, but ALZN's got some pretty interesting stuff coming out. They're in the business of treating treating Alzheimer's patients. They're trying to come up with some novel drugs and treatment plans for people suffering with Alzheimer's and various forms of late onset dementia. Basically treating crazy grandpas and grandmas, which I can appreciate. I like to go back to the market as well, because the market is doing some interesting things. A lot of people are saying that the market is doing so well, and I just I don't believe it. I don't trust it, because it looks too much like the housing bubble from 2008. And it did the same thing then. Like, just as it looked like it was about ready to give up, it had this rip upward. Same thing's going on here. So, and here, that's kind of what I'm looking at. So my downside for the SPY is down below $400 over the next 2 months. I just think that this is a little bit of weak support, a bit of a bear rally going on here. Not all that I don't have much faith in the SPY right now. I don't have much faith in the market overall. Some other things have gone on, like Tesla apparently bought a lithium mine, which will be really great for their battery and power production plants and stuff like that. If they could secure a good source of semiconductors, that would make me really bullish on Tesla. But who couldn't be bullish on Tesla right now? They're doing pretty good. NILE is getting interesting. A lot of volume came in on this morning, and I have a Fibonacci timeline based on significant areas of volatility from the past, and it's hitting today. So that seems pretty significant. I already have a position in NILE. I think a few hundred shares, I want to say. It's in my other account, so I don't have it right in front of me at this moment. I am down on that position because my cost average was like 66 cents, but not a big deal. I'm expecting some volatility in this one. This is not a company that I'm going to stay in for very long. I'm just kind of holding it to wait for the lovely pump and dump scheme that always seems to come in whenever Todd Alt's name gets attached to a stock, which is also the case with ALZN, to be fair. But in both cases of NILE and ALZN, I'm not in this for a long time. I'm in here for a good time. So. And then Hook. Hook was also doing some stuff. Had a huge volatility halt when it made this move on news that it got FDA approval, I believe it was, and then suddenly the selling volume went nuts. So there's a whole lot of selling pressure here, people attacking the bid, but it was getting bought up. So I actually view this massive move to the downside on the OBV as a good thing because it's only negative because it closed below, but look at how close it was to the top from that big volatility halt. Somebody is buying. There's a lot more buying here than this single move down implies. I actually think that that's pretty freaking cool. So I'm kind of excited for Hook. I'll probably roll out some calls into May just to see if it continues to make a move. But my calls for this Friday, or I'm sorry, this Thursday, so tomorrow, they're pretty much worthless right now. So those are likely going to expire zeroed out. Oh well, it happens. SST also looking like it's consolidating down, so we've got some got a bit of a falling wedge going on here. So if SST can break back up into this bullish pennant, then I'll take that as a signal that it's going to keep on rolling. I'll extend out some positions going on into the next month as well. So probably head out into mid to late May. I may just take the monthlies. The short interest on this one was also really high, if I remember correctly.
Bertle just posted in the chat too. There was a follow-up article that came out about the Tesla lithium mine purchase that was confirming it was a fake article.
Oh, it was a fake article?
Yeah,
really?
It was a fake. It's a big phony.
Really?
Yeah. We saw that hit just a bit ago. We're like, whoa.
Wow. That's not good. That's bad.
No.
That's bad publicity. That's very bad publicity. Okay, can everybody see my... okay, they should be able to see my Vortex data here. Interesting. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Failures to deliver. What's this? 1.59 million. Oh, I remember this. I saw this before. It's still ridiculous, though. It's still like, what the heck? It spoops me out. Spoops me good. So that's a failure to deliver. Been on the threshold list ever since March 7th. So if there's any reason to be bullish on SST, that's it. I'll tell you what, I'm probably going to need to extend out some of my positions. So I may do a little bit of day trading on some of these. Looks like ATER is still consolidating as well. Anyway, I'll probably have to negotiate something with SST so that I can roll out my calls. Currently, the ones that I have are no good anymore. The rug pull. I kind of FOMO'd in. It was kind of dumb, but what can you do?
That's the way I'm sitting with mine too. 55s.
Oh well.
Hey, you can't win them all.
Nah, you can't. It was dumb. Like, it was running. I was only like a $70 bet, so I'm not that upset by it. It was just like, I'll grab 3 calls for like $70. That's fine. It was $40 calls. I'm like, just in case it keeps running. They were up like 20% for a minute, and then it just like got hit right then, and I'm like, shit. So, security lending volume is through the ceiling on this one. This is probably the short squeeze. I'm thinking some people got squeezed out good. Yeah, that estimated short interest took a pretty sharp dive. Utilization came down. It's still moving around. I don't know. I'll hold on to. I'll hang on. I'll just hold off for a little bit on SST, and I'll look to see if it consolidates at all. If it runs without me, I'm not going to FOMO back into it. Y'all do whatever you want, but I'm just going to avoid the volatile moves and get hit by IV crush again. Like I said, it was like a $70 loss for a maybe YOLO, but I don't want to put like real money on something like that when I'm this late to the play. I like to get in when it's like if I had been taking note of this super high utilization back here when it was trading at like $10 or so. But that was a long time ago, so I guess this would have been okay. Like if I had caught it in mid-March, but like who noticed, right? All of Reddit, that's who.
For real.
I'm just late to the party. But it is at support here, according to the volume shelf. It's at a significant technical support here, according to this bull channel, and it's in this falling wedge pattern. A lot of bullish signs of a reversal incoming. So it could run. It could run. Just got to be patient. But I don't have any free cash right now, so I can't really take a position even if I wanted to. Yeah, I can't even afford a $55 call for next Friday. Right now, I just don't have any cash, so I'll be patient. I'll wait for one of my other plays to work out, go get some cash out of that, and then we'll play SST again at some point. Let's go take a look at AMC again, or actually, let me go ahead and head back to TradingView.
And Mr. Head was also asking about BFRI.
Oh, BFRI. Yeah, sure, we can take a look at that one.
Oh yeah. The live stream questions. I completely forgot about that.
BFRI. Ooh, nice. That's a good move. What a gap up. Did this halt? This had to have halted. Oh yeah, 10% move in like 5 minutes. Wow. Yeah, this was definitely a halt. Holy cow. Wow, congratulations if you were holding on to this one. Damn. Up 11% in 5 minutes. And then up another 40% in another 5 minutes. Wow. That's wild. Congratulations if you got in on this one. Looks like it's consolidating nicely into a bullish pennant. I like the look of it. So I guess check and see what it does here, but it looks like the MACD is about ready to cross up. If you can catch its next leg. I might expect this one to start forming a stair-step pattern because BFRI, as I recall, has done this before. It made this huge move here, and then it stair-stepped throughout and then made another move in after hours, but it did collapse the following day. There's other past instances of this kind of a move before, though. So this would have been an instance, not as big of a move. Yeah, BFRI made a big move here back in November and consolidated down and then moved up again. So was this this was like an FDA approval announcement, wasn't it? If I recall correctly, somebody was saying so. In which case these can run for a while, but like it's pretty risky at this point. So just bear that in mind. I don't know enough about the company, and I'm not on the up and up, but it is a micro float, so 8 million shares. It can move pretty easily. Let's see where the OBV is on it right now. Nice. Okay, yeah, OBV is starting to track upwards, which you kind of expect. There's basically been no volume during this entire time. It's a good look for the stock, but wait for it to consolidate and complete its pattern. So just be patient on it. It is in a bullish pennant. Wait to see what direction it breaks and see if it can get past this $6 resistance if it breaks up. If it does get past $6, then your next resistance is likely... would appear that 660.5 is the next resistance. Above that, you're
for one more penny, and you'll have 666. That's what RX just sent the super chat for. Appreciate it, brother.
Oh, thank you so much. I missed that. Did I really miss that super chat? Thank you for the $6.66, RX. I appreciate that. Always nice to meet a fan with a little spirit. Okay, so let's see. Now we got a request for IDEX and then PROG. We'll check those. Where's my IDEX? There it is.
Looks like you had one before that, the ENSV from Clint Beastwood.
Oh, my bad.
Nah, it's all good. I got you, Clint.
ENSV. Ooh, this is a nice one. Where's this moving? Looks like it's already breaking out, so let's see. Signal was right here at 225. Not bad. It's still a good time to get an entry. It's actually touching resistance right now. If it breaks out above 240, then that would be a buy signal for me. Resistance above here is going to be... Let's see, there's 250 is the big resistance that it hit at the top just yesterday. If it breaks out above that, your next one that you're looking at is up at 265. So keep an eye out for that one. This one is a, let's see, this one is also a micro float, only 11 million shares, and at that puts it at a $27.3 million market cap. So this is actually a pretty small stock. This one can this one can run for a while if people start FOMOing into it. I would be careful if it starts to make a run. I would be careful at any point it gets above $3. At that point, that's not something that you want to touch and jump into anymore, just because like the FOMO factor, it can get you into trouble really quickly. But all in all, the OBV, the way that it's moving currently, looking really nice. This nice curve, I like this because this is divergence right here. And the way that this OBV curve looks kind of implies a move like this, like what you saw here. This is the same kind of curve. Big plateau up and then a curve upwards. That shows that volume is growing while the price is moving to the upside. This is a nice indicator that FOMO is coming in. So this is actually a good entry point for this stock. I wish I could be playing it. I would take this for a day trade if I had the cash. Let's see, IDEX. This one's currently just consolidating down to the downside right now. Not really all that nervous. It did break a trend here, breaking out of this bull channel. So it touched it, let's see, looks like it's touching it for the third time. Yeah, it's about to touch the top of this bull channel for the third time here. So if it can break out above this, then we'll likely go back to $1 and see some resistance there. And then we'll try again. IDEX is trading in a consolidation range right now, though, pretty clearly. And it's just the prevailing trend. So we're just going to have to be patient for this one. IDEX is just kind of just bouncing around sideways for the most part here. I expect the news to hit eventually to get the value of the stock really rolling, but right now it's just not going to do much. But that's why I have my calls all the way out to June, or I'm sorry, July. What's the next one? PROG. None other than PROG. So PROG is, it touched $1 again, which is a known buying area. This is a major zone of demand that it's in right here at just above $1. If I had the cash, I would be buying it, but I am picking AMC and ATER for the next big moves up. I think that they will be the ones at the moment. Progenity, it's going to move slowly. It's not going to just go blasting off into the stratosphere out of nowhere. I might miss out on 10 cents on the spread. Fine, whatever. But I've got so much Progenity right now. I'm pretty content with my position. I'm not really all that. I'm not all that keen to overexpose myself any further to this stock. I'd rather play some other plays that move around a bit more. Anyway, yeah, this consolidation right here, this just sideways channel, is what I was waiting for it to break down below, because once it enters into this zone, that's when the buying starts happening. And you can even see it right here, the way the OBV just suddenly just shot back upwards. Fitzy, yeah, I can take a look at GME for you. Let me finish up with Commander's request. I'll go take a look at GFAI. This is one that I am also in. This is Guard Force to AI. Currently consolidating downward, and it is forming a head and shoulders pattern, so got to be careful of that. The neckline is here at, let me actually do a horizontal line here. Neckline is at 95 cents. So if Guard Force AI breaks down below 95 cents, that would be pretty bad. But the OBV is still in an uptrend the way that it's currently going. I'm not all that worried about it. And I went and bought shares in this one, unlike I normally do. The trend that it had formed looks like a breakdown, but it was an upward channel, so it's kind of expected move. See if it holds support at 95 cents. This would be a good buying area, in my opinion. Not telling you what to do. It's not financial advice. It's just what I'm looking at.
Got some strangers sending super chats.
Do we really? How come it's not showing up in my activity? For whatever reason, it's just not showing up in my activity. I'm not getting the notice. Thank you so much for the super chats, guys. LMNOP, oh god, I missed that boat, dude. Like, oh god, I feel so stupid. I missed out on all of those gains. I could have been a quazillionaire. I could have had my own cactus conservation program if I had gotten in on that play. I feel so Short-term bullish on MULN? Yes, I am short-term bullish on MULN. I'm just being very careful and conservative about it because I know that it's a sketchy play. Everybody should know that MULN's a sketchy play. It's a sketchy company with a sketchy background and sketchy investors. So this is like, just let's be realistic. Like Isuza Holdings, Todd Alt with All Global Holdings and BitNile, like they're all pretty sketchy players. So let's not pretend otherwise.
And shout out to my brother Fitzy though. Great show, TD. Could you look at GME? You know he's a GME head. He is a GME head.
Oh yeah.
Real.
So we will take a look at GME. I'm going to look at this one on the 2-hour chart here. Give ourselves a little bit of good view on it. So I had already drawn a wedge on this one. It looks like it has consolidated. It's entered into a consolidation channel. If I draw this one here, then it would appear that GME has broken both of those trends. So now that it's in this consolidation phase, this is bullish. Right now, the MACD is low, but it crossed back here yesterday. Going back to the daily chart, I believe that we'll see that the MACD crosses. Yes, the MACD cross would be tomorrow. So if it continues this consolidation, MACD cross would end up being tomorrow. Would be a good sign for GME. As long as it doesn't break down further past $1.35, I think you're in good shape. This is actually the same move that AMC did. It actually held up a little bit better than AMC at the moment. So this is actually a pretty nice looking falling wedge. If I were to draw this out here, you can see that it formed a falling wedge. Comparing this to AMC, see this falling wedge also. AMC also broke out of this. So GME, pretty much the same idea here. You're looking at a big bullish pennant with a falling wedge or a falling flag with a breakout here today. And then you got a MACD cross that looks like it's likely to happen tomorrow, along with a RSI cross, albeit a bit high on the RSI. What you're looking for on GameStop for the most part, where is my OBV at? What? Where is it? OBV's all the way up here. Okay. Yes. This was an exciting move here. So OBV has already shown that a breakout has occurred and GameStop is consolidating here. This is the buying zone, right here. The fact that GameStop has found its bottom here at 145, huge bullish sign. If GameStop, I think that AMC and GameStop will likely squeeze together. I'm mostly in AMC. In fact, I don't have a position in GameStop just because the options premium is so expensive. The volatility curve is so heavily leaning towards the call side that all of the expense on premium is just entirely in volatility, and it just makes the option so risky and expensive. Just for me, it's not worth my money. Theta bleeds these options so quickly. So that's just the way that I choose to play it. GameStop, as far as I am concerned, is definitely a squeeze candidate. I just think that AMC will likely squeeze with it. Whichever one starts it first, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm in the same camp either way. But if you're in GameStop, if you got shares, then I would be feeling supremely confident if I was in your shoes. This is an excellent zone. This is an excellent zone of demand right here. Expect some volume to start coming into this thing pretty soon. Okay. Let's see, who else do we have here? Oh, I have to make sure that I'm not missing any meetings. I have one coming up at Sadly, I'm not going to be able to stay during the entirety of Power Hour. I'm going to have to leave about a half hour before Power Hour starts. I will come back for the last 30 minutes after the meeting finishes, so you guys can come and catch me. I can leave my charts up and just mute myself so that nothing is coming through my headset. And I'll just go ahead and take my calls, so that way you guys, I don't have to close the stream. You guys can keep chatting if you want to. But I will not be present, and unfortunately, I don't have a backup. Cat is out today, so I'm not going to be able to transfer the stream over to him.
Yeah, we can hang over here. We got a J Ruff and a few other guys here that will hang tight until you get back.
Right on. So I'm still good for the next 45 minutes at the very least, but I will prep some charts for us to stare at. Let me go ahead and spam the ever-living shit out of whatever 4 tickers you guys want to see, and I'll create a quadrant chart for you guys to stare at.
Well, we got somebody want to hear about AMC for sure.
I can see that.
AMC
Okay.
does, but AMC for sure.
Okay, SNCE.
AMC, ATER.
Okay, AMC. I feel it's only fair that we put GameStop up there. ATER, and then what's the last one? What are we going to look at?
That one I was going to leave up to
CNTX. No, I don't like that one.
We got MULN, BBIG. What else have we been talking about? We've got.
How much volume does MULN have today? MULN looks low on volume.
MULN is doing nothing really. It made like a 5% move, but
just for the SPY.
On the 5 minute.
Yeah, the SPY.
The SPY.
The SPY.
The market overall is doing some interesting things. I gotta be honest with you. I'm waiting for that breakdown. It tapped 443, and that's exactly what I was expecting to happen.
It's happening as we speak.
Kirok agreed on the sketchiness of MULN. I just won out without too much of a haircut. I hear you, dude. Okay, I've got those charts prepped. I'll stick around until I have to run for my meeting. Let's see, what else do we have here? Check out IMPP. IMPP. Bearded Bear. I did already give my opinion on BBIG and NILE, but I'll revisit those briefly if I can. IMPP is interesting. It is very interesting. This is it's like an exponential decay curve looking at this thing. But I see the OBV consolidating really clearly. It's actually kind of nice. Let me look at this on the daily chart. This was an IPO, wasn't it? It's a very recent IPO. Yeah, this OBV gets me a little bit hot under the collar. Because you look at this big move upwards, and then perfect, and then a very, just like a slow ramp downward, all the way back to where it was. It almost touched $10. So seeing a 1,000% move in this thing again would be pretty wild. I would say that this is one, if you want to play, I have no idea when this thing would move, but I do like the zone that it's in. Very clearly a zone of demand right here. The consolidation here just going on forever. But I do see that the OBV is starting to pick up. This big volume candle from yesterday is pretty significant. So let's see. Yeah, it's getting bouncy. It's getting real bouncy. That's interesting. It's a good time. It's a good time to buy in this stock if you have conviction in it. I don't know enough about the company. Imperial Petroleum, I assume they're an oil play, which is all very well and good. You could just as easily play CEI if you wanted to get in on a play like this. see, what's their earnings gonna be? Are they not telling? They're not telling. Okay. Well, IMPP, I don't really have an opinion drawn on it right now. It may consolidate for a while, so you might have to sit on your hands for a good minute. But if you are convinced that it's a good play, go for it. Like, that's not a bad price for a stock like this if it moves around, and oil's in pretty high demand right now. But I don't know enough about the company to give you any fundamental analysis. I guess the one thing that I could check for you is the shares. Looks like it's a small float, 60 million, so a little bit. It's kind of significant. Market cap on the company is still it's a small cap, micro cap actually. Micro cap, small float. It can move, but probably not by big wide margins as some of the other plays that we're in. Your big area of resistance for it to break out for a run would be right here at $2. So if you see IMPP for any reason make a run for $2, it should definitely get your attention. Check out Open. Let's see who else we got here. I've been ignoring YouTube chat a little bit too long. Let's look at STAB. It sounds like a meme play if I've ever seen it.
There's a bunch of them on there too. Like, let's go to the top. There's a bunch.
This is interesting.
But it's all good.
Can I get somebody to drop the inspect for the short squeeze? Inspect short squeeze and inspect short exempts on Statera Biopharma. I am interested in what the short exempts are doing and whether or not there are options on this play. This is way, way small price. Wow, it's an $18 million market cap, 37.5 million shares in the float, and the OBV. What in the mess is going on here? This one looks interesting. I'm going to add this to my watch list. I want to see what this thing does. There's a big gap here all the way to 60 cents. This thing can move by 100% pretty quickly. Oof, that's interesting. Thank you, Captain Insano. I appreciate that. There's a lot of OTM calls. Very little of the float is currently on the chain, and it's only starts at the 250 strike. So there's no like sub penny strike calls on this one. Looks like it's on NASDAQ. It's easily trading far below NASDAQ listing requirements, so delisting is definitely a risk here. Ever since 7th of February, so you're about 60 days in. If they don't do a reverse split here pretty soon, then they're gonna face delisting just based off of those indicators. Short exempts. Ooh, we got a mirror on the short exempts as of the 11th. So that was Monday. .3% short exempt ratio. And the short exempt ratio has been consistently high. This thing is being hit by a market maker hard. But this is such a low float stock that you could actually, retail could take this over. It could happen. That's interesting. This is one of those stocks where if retail started buying it in mass right now, market makers would actually lose their ass. Just based on where the short exempts are right now. It's currently trading above where all those short exempts hit, too. That's interesting.
They have a potential drug platform acquisition.
Oh, really? Is that what's going on here? Okay. So, all right. So market makers have been facilitating the trading with short exempts. That's pretty normal. That's what they do. But if they didn't locate the shares, then they're pretty well over leveraged. And right now, what the OBV is doing with this big volume candle gets me a little bit excited. All previous times that it did this, it moved by multiple dollars. So this is actually pretty huge. And it's low enough, like, this thing could run. I'm going to think about opening up a position in this one. I normally don't touch stocks like this, but like this one actually gets me kind of interested. STAB is interesting. 3 words I never thought I would say in a sentence. STAB is interesting.
There's also a gap up to 55 cents.
Yes, I did see that little gap right there. That is a nice gap. I like that gap. Thank you for the call out. Who was that? Who was it? I demand to know who you are. I saw somebody call it out, and now it's like been lost to time. Anthony Fro? Maybe it was Anthony. Well, in any case, Anthony, if you were the first one to call out STAB, thank you. If not, I'm sorry, whoever you are that was the first person to call it out. Sin, I will get to AMC in a bit. BBAI, I'll look at it. BBAI, Big Bear AI Incorporated. Oh, jeez. Well, it moved. It's consolidating now. You're kind of late. If you're in it, like, ride the trend. Congratulations. But know that your risk is 1050 right now, where it's trading currently. If there's some fundamental catalyst that is likely to push the value of the stock even further, I guess that is up to you to speculate on. Currently, I don't have any technicals to base this trend off of, really. The best I can give you is a midpoint trend line. This is just a rough area where the average trend is going, just based off of where it's currently heading. But there's no past technicals for me to trade, to base any trades off of. There's just no history here for me to work with. The only thing that you really have in your favor is that OBV lifted and is going sideways. It's not going down. So currently people are holding their shares. Look for a bounce at 1150. At that point, you're getting really risky, and if it breaks down below 1050, then it's done. Get out. That would be how I play it. Not financial advice. You do what's right for you, but that's how I'd be looking at that one. I'm gonna stay out of it. It's a bit too risky for me. Let's see. ATER.
Just
HYOC.
pointing out the calls on STAB for October are 5 cents.
Calls
for
on STAB
250
for October are 5 cents. That's nice. That's actually not bad.
They were. I think I just moved a bit. The ask. Sorry.
That's interesting. October. Oh, yeah. There's very few options being traded on that chain right now. There's a lot more being traded at. There's 70 cents. Someone's posted 350 calls for $5 for sale for 70 cents on STAB. That seems high for something like this. Okay, Highcroft Mining. This one's consolidating nicely. Stair-step pattern on the OBV would call this hellish divergence, but it hasn't quite gotten long enough yet. This cross here of the short term, what is this? The 20-day moving average crossing above the 200. This is bullish. This is a golden cross right here. And you have another golden cross that took place back here with the 50 and the 100-day moving average. So Very, very nice. I'd be looking to see for Hycroft to hold and consolidate between $1.85 and $2.30. So I'd be looking for it to stay in this channel for a while. And then choose a direction based off of where the breakout occurs. Because right now, this was in a pennant. Pennant's gone. Like it's gone into consolidation now, which is bullish. It is bullish. But look to see what it does. If it breaks out above 230, bullish. If it breaks down below 185, bearish. That's how I choose to play my technicals. I'll leave it there. We'll just leave that. We'll leave those indicators there. What else do we have? CNTX. Yeah, we could take a look at CNTX. Context Therapeutics. Looks like you had a recent IPO. I see the moving averages are kind of trending to the downside. There's really not much of a history for me to go based off of here, and it looks like it's getting rejected for 250. Nobody wants it at 250. So I don't know if there's some other fundamental catalysts that you're looking at. The float it's a micro float at 13 million, which is not bad. So that puts the market cap at $32 million. It's within reach of retail for sure. But I don't know of any other fundamental catalysts or any reason to be bullish on it. So I can't tell you any of the fundamental drivers for it. I'll take a look at the shorts just out of curiosity because sometimes IPOs get a ton of short interest. Oh, interesting. So the days to cover is really high. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. It's 0.5. That's not that high. Just looks that way based off of what Ortex showed me. Utilization's 20%, less than 1% of shares short on the free float. Yeah, I don't see anything major to drive this stock in the short term. Not really a day trade for me. Looks like it's consolidating and finding support. If there's any fundamental drivers though, that may be a different story altogether. Looking at the technicals, there's no history for me to work with. All I can tell you is that it's in consolidation right now at this zone here. So however long it stays there, I can't really tell you. If it breaks down below, then that's bad. If it goes above, that's good. Okay. MDVL, somebody asked for. Very interesting volume spike on this one. Not unlike the last chart that we looked at, and I see this gap at $5 to $8, which is interesting. What in the heck is going on with this one? MDVL. MDVL Holdings Incorporated. I'm going to take a look at them on Ortex. 5% short of the free float. Cost to borrow is averaging 300%, which is really high. Looking at the estimated short interest, I'll switch over so you guys can see my Ortex chart. Ortex estimated short interest, it got hammered with short interest. That's interesting. Why? Oh, I see. I see. Short started piling in on it. Okay, look for this thing to retrace. This one looks like it's getting hammered by shorts because it's overbought right now. So a bunch of people took short positions at the top of the RSI. They're probably looking to get out of it around 30 or so. Look for this one for a reversal. This is an interesting chart and an interesting play. The main resistance is obviously where it touched the top here, which is at 245-ish, 245, 250, somewhere in that area. That is where this consolidation took place. So that's also an interesting and significant area of resistance. The play that I would be looking for is for it to break $3 and then for it to chase the gap at 5 to 8. So if this thing really starts getting moving, like if it gets above $3, then it'll get my attention for sure. If there's other fundamental drivers for this one, I'm not sure. I'll do a quick inspect on it just in case. MDVL. While I wait for the options to populate on that one, we'll go ahead and move on. Get the next one queued up. Audrey, yes, I did the AMC analysis at the beginning. Sorry, I'm so far behind on chat. SST.
I seen.
No, I was asking about ADN.
ADN?
Yeah.
Okay. Take a look at that. Okay, we're looking at MDVL really quickly. There's only calls on the chain right now. So obviously leaning bullish. The short exempts are doing, there's a mirror here. Well, not quite a mirror, but Monday it had a significant pop in short exempt ratio. So this is a big move here. This is a pretty significant indicator of volatility. It consolidated downward the following day, and it's starting to move up today. I'm expecting that. I'm expecting volatility will come here again. This one's probably on SSR, I'm guessing. Yeah, it moved down by 24%, and it's down 15% today. So this is going to be on SSR. I would wait for the day. I would wait for the day that it comes off of short sale restriction and it's not subject to the uptick rule. Short exempts are going to keep piling in on this thing, in which case I might be looking at this one to jump in. So let me go ahead and, oh, I don't want to compare symbols. I just want to add it to my watch list. There we go. Okay, I've got MDVL on there. This one I'm going to put on the watch list. Analysts, if you're listening, let's keep an eye on MDVL. This one looks curious. It's got my attention. Sava, I don't want anymore. I want to get rid of that. What else was there? There was another one that I added to this just a little while ago. Somebody had put on my radar.
Yakov, he was looking at GOED and snacks. It's in live stream questions.
Oh, I get all of
Billy,
these.
welcome to the party.
Need to get these all ordered out and everything. All kinds of scrambled. Can't alphabetize worth a damn.
Yeah, Anthony, we literally just went over STAB. If you want to rewind it 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, you'll
Yeah, we just went over that one.
catch most of it.
10 minutes ago. Okay, so MDVL. Oh, let me go switch back to my trading view charts. I was organizing my watch list and alphabetizing a few things. Sorry about that wait there. All right. Here's my SPY charts. Okay, I gotta catch up with the rest of chat. I'm sorry, I missed a whole bunch of people, but I gotta keep rolling. Please look into GNLN, good improving fundamentals, yet keeps selling off. Okay. GNLN. That's Green Lane Holdings. This seems familiar. Have I looked at this before? I feel like I've looked at this stock before. This one seems so familiar. Uh-oh, did I miss a call? Oh, okay. No, I did not. Okay, that's good. I thought I missed something for work. Speaking of, I do have to go in about 20 minutes. I will leave the stream up for everybody so that nobody has to miss anything. I'll leave it on the I'll leave it on my quadrant chart here for everybody that wants to watch the market move or collapse or whatever the hell it's going to do. AMC. Let's see. Yeah, we got AMC, we got GME.
ATER just
Yeah, it's trying to take off again.
ATER is trying to take off again. That's a lovely thing to see. Let's go take a look at that.
SPY and IWM are trying to catch a bid also.
it's testing the resistance of the bullfrog.
Yeah. Yep, that's big resistance. I'm so glad I held on to my calls. I'm feeling so confident in ATER. It's the first time that I've felt this good about a play in a while. I bought I bought those calls so cheap too. Feels
especially good. After the rough
what do you
week
have?
that we had.
It's been nothing but rug pulls this past month, man.
Yeah, it was a rough week. Last week for sure was a rough week.
I was making good money on MULN, and then I switched all that money into PROG, and I got rug pulled so badly on that earnings call. Just eviscerated my portfolio. Okay, 400,000 seller on MULN. Is that on the L2, or is that on the flow? What is that? Let's go look at the unusual whale flow. Ooh. There's a lot of bearish options volume on MULN right now. Holy smokes, what the heck? What is going on with MULN?
Why do you think it should be a $2, $50 company?
MULN. Show me what's going on above. Oh, these are all just small prints. I don't care about what the minnows are doing. Show me the whales. Whales are still bullish. There was a little bit of bearish. Options trading in MULN starting at $1. Like they're selling dollar calls for July. I'm thinking that's a market maker. Those big $4 put sales for this week, though, that's interesting. It seems like somebody just wants to get a position. Somebody with a lot of money just wants to go buy a lot of shares, and they're happy to pay $4 for it in exchange for some premium, just to guarantee themselves an execution on that. It's a way to do it. It's a way to guarantee yourself some shares. Just sell some deep in the money puts. With a delta of 1, you're basically paying the same. You're basically paying the same market price. But if the price goes up in the meanwhile, you get to keep some of that premium. But you have to have a lot of money to exercise it. Or I'm sorry, you have to have a lot of money in your margin to complete the assignment. Okay. GNLN. That's what we were looking at right now. Looks like it's consolidating. I see this big volatility spike. A lot of volume here. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. I'd be careful a little bit. but it looks like it could be getting ready to start a reversal trend. This one looks like it moves pretty slowly in any direction, so it has yet to establish a trend, but it is in a good buying zone. So I could see wanting to take a position early on. If you're doing shares, if you just want to buy this for a long play, like just to have it as like a like a long investment, a long-term investment in a micro cap, then this one I could see buying shares now while it's below 50 cents. That's a good price for something like this. But I don't know about what this holdings company has. I don't know what's in their portfolio or what they're doing with their money. So that would play a huge factor into my decision as to whether to buy this stock or not. Take a look at their short data because I wouldn't want to play this for a squeeze. This is a holdings company. So 4.5% short of free float. So that's actually that's a pretty significant amount of short interest for this type of company. If it's a holdings company, that many people betting against it, that would leave me feeling a bit nervous. So I would say that I would hold off. I wouldn't be buying this, but it's really up to you. If there's some like reason for that you think that this is going to move in the short term, I'd love to know what you think is going to happen. But at the moment, I don't see any technical reason for this thing to make a big move to the upside or anything like that. Last thing that I will look at is GNLN. I will take a look at the short exempts for it, though, just in case. That way we don't miss anything. ALZN still consolidating. I like the look of that. Just to show you guys what I'm talking about. It made all of these moves after hours, but it's consolidating. It's consolidating down in this flag that it's doing here. So I'm interested to see if ALZN makes if it holds this support at $1.10 and keeps moving sideways. I'll be looking for it to break out here and start its next leg up. This big volume spike, though, this move in post market yesterday gave me quite a lot of conviction. I'm pretty pleased with that. Somebody who knows something is definitely negotiating a bigger position in ALZN. Okay, one look at the short exempt data for GNLN. Looks like we had a pretty big spike in the short exempt ratio a couple of times. That's pretty huge. That's really huge. 9.9%. That's what that big deep red is. Wow. Market makers do not like this stock. What is going on with this one? 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. There is some covering of failures to deliver happening this week. That's what's been going on. They made some 6 cents profit already, though. Market makers already made profit off of this. It was missed. So if there was any chance to trap market makers, it didn't happen. This one already passed. Yeah, I don't have any other reasons to. Jump into a play like that one. So GNLN, I'm sorry. Good luck to you if you're in that one. It looks like it's going to go sideways though for a while, or maybe even a little bit further down. So I would I would just choose to put my money somewhere else. Okay, I've got 12 minutes.
You want to check out SNAX or GOED?
SNAX. Snacks. Strive Foods. Ooh. This one looks ugly. I would be betting against this one, honestly. This is a downward channel and it just gapped down pretty hard. Like OBV plateau, forget about it. It's breaking down. Like I'm not even looking at that. That huge volume spike I don't really have an explanation for, but yeah, it does not look good. Is trading below all of its averages. MACD is about to cross, so maybe it might make a reversal now. RSI is oversold and MACD is about to reverse. So it might reverse course in the short term, but long term, this thing is in a bad downtrend.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I would really hesitate to play this one. And it's about ready to start breaking down below the NASDAQ listing requirements as well. If it goes down below $1, then it's below listing requirements, and then you're facing well, it's like 180 days until it would happen, but that's possible delisting risk. CEI. Somebody wants to look at CEI. What was that other ticker, Boule?
He had GOED and SNAC. So GOED, and you know GOED. What I seen that in the Scourge bot before. I want to say even a threshold list.
Yeah, Gotiker Inc. Yeah, I've seen this one too. I'll take a look at GOED on Scourge.
I have the one chart already. I had looked at it in the past. It ran from 133 to 210 or something.
Interesting.
And now it retraced.
That's interesting. It broke down below this. It broke down here and then immediately chased the gap. That's a pretty funny move. Now it's at that support level again. I see an inverse head and shoulders here that failed, which is kind of interesting. I'll just look at the short exempts on my screen. I see 2 days in a row that the short exempt ratio was above 3% on April 6th and 7th. But it wasn't all that much, and it was a really small portion of its float, like not even half of a percent. I see that the short exempt ratio is high, but like the trading volume overall is really, really, really low. So it's not that surprising to see. And I don't see any other major signs of a reversal at the moment. I would say watch this one just for consolidation. It looks like it's going to move sideways for a while. I would be looking for a longer term signal of reversal, such as the 20-day moving average crossing the 100. A golden cross like that might signal a clear reversal, but at the moment it seems like it's in a downtrend or even a consolidation wedge right now. It could move in the future, but I would give it time. I would give this one time. It looks like it's still gonna trade to the downside for a little while. So maybe look to pick it up at like sub 75 cents or so. It doesn't look like it's doing well though. Go ahead and close out some of these windows. I'll try to catch up with you, chat. Let's see, who else do we have here? I got LiveStream chat is going nuts, I can tell. Somebody wanted to look at ADN. I think I missed this one from earlier. Yeah, I missed this from like 20 minutes ago. I'm sorry, dude. SFR 480. Sorry about that. Interesting. This one's showing some interesting activity. That does get my attention. Oh, whoops. That was the wrong ticker. Hold on. Scourge is moving slowly. Scourge, you're so slow now. You're too popular. Docs the Fox has a question. What's your question, my dude? Someone wants to look at HUD for shits and giggles. Okay. Let's look at HUD. Let's see how badly they're doing. Consolidation. Pretty much sideways, not really doing anything. Looks like the 20-day is about ready to cross the 50 though, so maybe it'll swing back upward. I don't know. I'm not gonna trade it though. No, let's get this shit off my chart. Oh. ADN is interesting. The short exempt ratio. Ooh, you may have found a good one, my dude. Sir. Oh, sir. ADN. I'm going to look at this on Ortex. Just to be sure, I'm looking at Advent Technologies, and I'm going to look at this on my...
Yes, that's the ticker.
Cool. So ADN, short interest of 17%, not small. That is not insignificant. Utilization is 100%. Okay. How long's it been there? It's pretty recent. Okay. All right. I like what the OBV is doing. This is a little curve here. If we see some moves to the upside and it retouches $4, could be interesting. I like the volatility. I like that it did this. Bounced up and retraced. It was a pretty significant retrace. It's a hard rejection, but now it's in a good buying zone. And the volume's low, so somebody wants this. Somebody bought a hell of a lot of this stock and then just held onto it and did nothing with it. Cost to borrow is still pretty low, so there's room for this to start causing some pain to the short sellers. Days on loan are at 1.5 days. Interesting. It's not on the threshold list. There was a lot of security lending going on here.
They signed with Hyundai to work on green energy projects.
They signed with who?
Hyundai or Hyundai.
Oh, Hyundai? All right. Very interesting. Okay. I can see the cost to borrow rose rapidly. It's not a lot. The chart's kind of deceptive like that. It's only a rise of like 1.5%, but it's still quite a bit. Cost to borrow fees on this one can get pretty significant. What's the float on this one in total? It's 26 million shares float with a $123 million market cap. Yeah, this one could move. This one really could do it.
They do hydrogen fuel cells.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll put this one on the watch list. Good pick. Thank you. Thank you to, who was this? Oh, no. Discord, you suck. Why do you skip around like that? I lost my place, and I don't know who sent me this. Somebody in the Discord chat asked me about ADN. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that I did not.
I think it was Numbskully. Was it Numbskully, I think?
Was it Numbskully? Thank you.
I think so. I'll go back and I'll look to check.
Paulie brought it to us originally. We looked at it about 5 days ago.
Gotcha. Well, this is unfortunately going to have to be it for me. I gotta catch that meeting that I talked about. ADN, I'm going to ask the analysts to keep an eye on for the watch list. It's got some nice volatility. It looks interesting. The shorts are there. I think the last thing to look for would be the heat map on the options. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the trading view charts. Interesting. Yeah, 84%, 85% of the options chain is in calls on ADN. You can tell that I don't want to go to this meeting, can't you? Okay. Well,
I'm not going to say it's not obvious.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and mute myself, and I'm going to leave you guys to go ahead and watch the charts and the market just to see how it moves. I'll try to get this a little bit neater. Let's go ahead and put this on. I want to maximize the view. Look at 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute. Got to turn on auto scaling on everything. Okay. Wow, ATER, you just make me so damn happy. Okay, it's a lovely thing. Rapid fire recap. AMC consolidating to the downside. It looks like it's finding its bottom here. 1788 is where it's currently at. GameStop, it's found consolidation at $142. Looks like it wants to stay above 145. I'm looking for GameStop to break above 165 and then resistance at 180 above that. If GameStop continues to show high volume as it moves to the upside slowly, expect it to squeeze. I am convinced. FOMO is really powerful on GameStop. Aterian, it's doing what it's doing. It's volatile as hell, and I'm loving all of this volume coming into it. SPY, it looks weak. The top is I'm looking for it to touch 443. If it breaks up above, it might go as high as 446, but I ultimately expect it to break down over the next 30 days. I'm looking for the SPY to retrace to 430. The market is starting to really hurt right now. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. I'll turn it over to the mods to go ahead and talk you through and keep the conversation going. And I'll see you guys in about 1 hour.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. We'll keep your chair warm, buddy.
Thanks, TD.
Bro, I'm really looking for ATER to break right here. I need it to come out this wedge and continue printing. How do I sound? Do I sound better, man? I turned off the turbine.
You sound
good.
Yeah, it's right above me, bro, and that thing blows.
You sounded earlier. You were like, "This is Boulay reporting from the site of the hurricane."
That like, for sure, y'all stab that like button.
Man, we spent a late
Audio is bad.
at ADN.
What's about the audio? You gotta turn it up or something. I don't know. I haven't changed anything. I'm on the same mic. I do this every day with the Discord, so I'm the only ones really to say if I sound different. By the way, we do this every day in the Discord. For all you listening, go ahead and put a link in the chat. But we do this all day, every day. We talk in the Discord with voice chat. Kind of a big deal.
We have fun here.
The tick looking like rough.
Yeah, Rob.
You know, I just got back to my desk. Let me pull everything up.
You left us?
Oh, I didn't leave you. I had you in my ears. And charts on the iPad. Got my mobile set up if I need to move around.
Get an Elgato mic. No, I got the Blue Yeti, man. This is like one of the good mics.
I bought one. It's still sitting over here in my filing cabinet.
I was thinking about getting a nicer mic. How do I sound on here? I just got the new one of those new Apple displays, so it's got a nice mic.
Terrible.
You sound sexy, brother. Sexy.
I'm returning it right now.
It's Apple. It's terrible.
No, it's not terrible. It's mediocre and expensive.
Yeah, I'm not too much of an Apple guy. Android.
Logical.
IMPP is moving. Let me check out IMPP. Ain't that petroleum stock?
The tick is in the center of the channel. Man, it's been kind of center chopped for a lot of the day. The trend's low.
IMPP.
We could definitely see some buying volume pick up into close.
IMPP, I mean, I don't know. It looks kind of barcodey. Even though it is up 3%, it just, I don't know. Looks like MULN.
Yeah, I think
microphone check 1 2 1 2, and you don't stop. Microphone check coming from Mr. Diaz 1 2 1 2. Please check BFRI and FDA approval. From Thera. Ooh, 30%. Is it chasing if I buy in now? Yes. Big yes. Risk reward.
And yes, I just saw Logical's comment. Oh, live stream chat's bumping. Looks like MULN's found its bottom for the day and might be popping its head back north. We'll see if it holds.
Go ATER to MATER. ATR
AMC
to break
got
right
a little
here.
candle going on there too.
BFRI. I'm still looking at BFRI. I didn't forget Timmy. I got you, Timmy. Does anybody in the Discord want to confirm the BFRI get an FDA approval? For all my Discordians. Wow, why did you make me do that, Mr. Head? I didn't want to look at Tesla. Look at Tesla. Wow.
Man, look at Tesla, brother.
I did not want to look at that chart today. Y'all got me.
She's
Look at that.
calling.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Wow. That's the 1200. Oh, cap.
I think they're talking about doing a Boule NFT for Tesla or something like that.
For real. Wow, look at Tesla. That's beautiful. Wow. Tesla and SPY look exactly alike. The biggest meme stocks. I don't see anything on the FDA approval. I'm still looking, Timmy. I know BFRI was running. There were some people in our Discord that were complaining that. Buy the rumor, sell the news. That's what I heard. What AMC's doing though. She really wants to break. Amy wants to break. Looking for Amy to get above. What is this? Okay, our first objective on Amy will be 1815. If we can get over 1815, we might be in good shape. Very, very, very good shape. Go AMC. Let's go, Amy. I think we're about to get some volume. The tick's got to be trying to change direction, rough. Looking at some money coming in.
It's right in the center now. We'll see what she do. It's right around 150. 200. 226. 234.
Ooh, ATER is about to break my wedge too.
260.
Oh yeah, we're getting some money in.
I want to see a big candle. Come on. Get closer to 800. That's what we like.
Oh, AMC, ETL UTD fan, AMC 5-minute buy signal. Yeah, I got one on the 3-minute too, bro. I'm about to do a portfolio check, but I'm waiting for ATR to break out this wedge.
Add Tesla first.
I'm not As a matter of fact, I'm about to change this. I don't want to see this ticker right now. I'm gonna put BBIG on there. Watch him. He's a little bit more slower. But I'm telling you, bro, I've been waiting to break on AMC since earlier. It didn't give it to us. The SPY was running IWM, and AMC is just super late to the party.
I have a buy order in on BBIG.
Might be going green right here. BIG is not a dead cat.
Oh, it almost hit my buy order.
269 again.
Eight. Not a dead cat. Come on, AMC. Get up there. Give me 10 more cents, Amy. 10 more cents. Come on. ATER, you play too much.
Yeah, looks weak.
You play too much. It's got a break right here, bro. Like, come on.
Looks like a bit of an inverted head and shoulders right there, but it's struggling. Struggling.
I don't know, Dr. Green. We might get a break right here.
I don't
This is
see
it right here.
don't see anything. Oh, okay. Level 2 is picking up now.
Yeah, it looks
there
like we
goes
might be.
tick. It's up to 420.
Hey, it's about that time.
Oh, SPY is moving north again. What the hell, man?
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. There's some money coming in.
I think this is just another bull run on SPY, my opinion.
The SPY
they're
is
getting puts on Tesla.
the SPY
Man,
is
I
a
didn't get it.
stock.
The crackhead spy.
Come on! Hey! Hey! How y'all do? Everybody got a crack?
I posted it in a live stream chat. That's what I'm looking at on a 3-minute for ATER. I just needed to break it there to confirm and then get over 615, 630, 640, and then bam, we're gonna be shooting back to $7. AMC is just, bro, 1815, 1820. I'm removing Jack. Whenever you're drawing the trend lines, you could do the ticks, but sometimes I don't use the ticks. Sometimes I don't even use the bars. I'll use the traffic. Going by the traffic. Still make it or break it for ATR. Come on, get yours up there, boy. BBIG will rip soon, and it shall be glorious for any of us peasants who held through Grizzly Bull. I concur. Jack. If Amy gets over 1815.
And you will hear screaming and shouting from.
You will get a hell yeah, brother.
As you might be. And that voice will be Logical Chaos.
It won't even be on Discord or on chat or anything. You'll be able to hear it.
In the distance, it'll sound like thunder.
And then you already the news. Florida man.
I was standing outside and I heard this voice from the heavens that said, "That big bitch."
It looks like it wants to break wedge.
Yeah, come on. We need 616.
Ooh, here comes ATER, Jack. The duermes. Ooh, ATER wants to break.
What the hell?
We break this, I want to see 638, 640. And then we could talk about 675, $7. But we just one step at a time. Usual snail me. Unusual snail ATER. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, slapped again.
Again, it just keeps slapping it.
There's someone selling 1,800 shares at $30. Someone selling 100 shares at $60.
I'll give you $1.
This is a big volume candle. What the 5 minutes? DNAIC is moving nicely. And GitLab today.
ATER, let's go. Spy, spy, spy. Biggest meme of all.
I spy
About to break its intraday high.
Green stock.
Ooh, if we break right here, the AMC maybe that's that break that it owed us from like 3 hours ago.
Give me my money.
AMC has a very interesting chart for the day. Had an ascending triangle, which then it failed. Got some support.
I don't know, man. If we hit over 1815 on AMC, we're gonna be moving, Jack.
Yeah, I would say this is where you want to break first, the 810.
So is that 10 minutes to power hour? Sure looks like it.
Okay, I need to tend to my portfolio. That.
Stop. Doobie time. No.
ADN. Really?
Hey, as a quick reminder, guys, 420 is coming up. I will be trying to partake in a few cannabis plays. You never know.
I'm holding mine until
Yeah,
420.
Yeah, I did. I was gonna hold mine too, but I ended up getting rid of them for Tesla. R.I.P. Rest in peace.
Wow, look at Tesla
I'm
go.
still looking for. I'm not opening that chart. Not today. I do have 2 people who are coming over to look at a dog. So if they do buy puppies, you can guarantee I will be in Tesla next week.
Jeez, Num, when's the last time you've seen Tesla above 1200?
That's crazy, isn't it?
Oh, 1210, man. 1210.
Oh my god, 12.
Oh, there it goes. It's ripping.
Y'all gonna be making people in chat just go over there and look at it, and it's not even AMC though, man. I'm already getting ag. It been owing me this break for about 4 hours already. Call that just give me your money, theta burn type of shit.
I just don't see the volume pouring into AMC, even though it's a green day. You have less volume than yesterday.
Yeah.
What a buzzkill.
Agree, but that doesn't mean that it can't move just because it doesn't have a lot of volume.
That's true.
Hey, did y'all hear about got a lot of people that are hitting me up about that solar storm that we're supposed to be getting tomorrow?
Oh, I didn't hear about
No, I didn't even hear about this.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it. Yeah, bro.
Now what's gonna happen? Is
Some
this
people are
between the
saying
meteor
it.
shower?
Supposed to be tomorrow, and I'm gonna have to make sure I have my positions ready to close in case. For some reason, people are saying have your camera charged, your batteries charged, all your stuff charged. So,
Man,
I don't know.
that would be some shenanigans. A
So
quote,
it's
solar
apparently
storm quote.
Yeah. ATR is playing too much.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Nobody likes it. It's ATER.
I don't know, man, but
Do you
it's
know how
at
long
top
it took
top
us to
right
even
now.
look at the damn thing after all the PTSD we went through last year?
Yeah.
We had this thing on our radar for a freaking week, and all of us were like, no. Hey guys, ATR, no.
Get out.
Your server muted for the day.
It was like that. I mean, straight up.
So guys, second day in a row, ATR, shut up. I mean, it was worse than logical, and well, that one. Who shall not be named.
Shall not be named. Scanning 10,000 tickers.
What are you running the scourge on?
Just scanning Finnegan.
Moon.
I think it's a sign.
Yeah, watch out for the SPY break right here. AMC break. ER break. Yeah, watch out for all those that are about to break right here. All rise.
I can go and fuck off.
It's a meme stock.
43 coming up. 201 coming up.
The tick is at just about 0. It's balancing on a knife edge. Doesn't know what it wants to do. Probably does, but it's not telling us quite yet.
No, because then
How much more?
That gives them an advantage. It gives us an advantage. They don't want us to have an advantage. That's why.
How much more in how many more calls do we get in the money at 750 for ATR? Oh dear me.
Ooh. Only about 23,000.
Mm-hmm.
So that's at 5. And
Another 8,000. 2% of the float.
At 750, right?
Mm-hmm.
and we've got 16, almost 17,000 at the 5 that expire tomorrow.
Oh dear.
Woohoo! Follow you know.
Oh,
Shit.
where's this break at? Pick me off a piece.
So gamma ramp kind of happened between 250 and 5.
Ooh, SPY's hitting that 443. Really? I'm not gonna. AMC, you're not gonna give me 1815 ATR. You're not gonna give me 615. Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want 620 ATR. You lagging? Oh, SPY is gonna.
We ain't doing nothing until you look at Tesla.
SPY was the move though, bro. Why ain't the tick showing that? The SPY looks like it's just a league of its own.
Tesla is
Sit here
flat
on
out
my
hitting
hands
it.
until you look at me.
Wow. BFRI looks like it's trying to catch a bid too. For those who are playing, I know we have some people in the Discord playing BFRI.
Boule, you could have made $3,000 on Tesla today.
Okay, man. I didn't have the time anyways if I wanted to, because Tesla, I gotta be watching it nonstop, like every tick on the minute.
You don't have time for $3,000.
I had no time for it, man, for real.
Pennies
To live a regular life. But if AMC could break right here, we'll be all right. Won't be mad. We only need a nickel to hit 443 on the SPY. But what's making me mad is just the SPY is getting this money and this volume, but you're not contributing to my GME and my AMC positions. Like that's not cool. The volume is just kind of really dried up for AMC if you look at it. But the RSI wants to come back up and smack you in the face. What did you run the Scourge on? Who ran the Scourge bot live stream?
Birdie.
Verde. What you got, Verde? What's your technical analysis of the Scourge bot data that you just acquired on the Hell's Trading Floor Discord?
Everything sucks.
That we have another 10% of the float that can get into the money on ATER if we get to 750, which is not that far. Another 20% from here. Although unlikely that's going to happen, because a lot of them expire tomorrow. But also was worth noting that the gamma ramp was between $250 and $5-6.
It's about time to rug pull a SPY. You know how many times I've been victim of that? Ismael Leon, ¿qué pasa, primo? ¿Qué onda? Grab Queen. He's a whale for LMNOP. He picked up thousands of shares. I want ATER to squeeze like SPRT. You hit the SPRT run. Yeah, me and that's the story that I have of TD, man. When we were in the Discord, it was like almost midnight when me and him were chopping it up in voice chat. And he brought that to my attention. He was like, "Hey, man, check out this ticker." And I looked at it, the chart, bro, and I was like, "What?" And then, if he was in it and he was convinced that it was a good stock, I was already convinced too, because TD's he's a pretty smart dude. We stayed up late talking about it, and I ended up opening a position, increasing my position through time, and I ate that trade up, bro. I ran that shit all the way up. And
I got SBRT on accident.
For real. Yeah, I was really happy, man. And I had told TD, he was like, "Did you get in?" And I was like, "Man, hell yeah, I got in. I even increased my position." He was excited, bro, because it was me and him that was talking about it, and it just fucking came out of nowhere. And that's whenever it was made a big deal. We brought it up to Matt, and Matt started talking about it, and it went up higher. It was beautiful, bro, the way that came out. I think the guy that spotted it, that told TD about it, he's in our Discord. What was his name? Boy. His name is your boy. He's in the Discord. That was his name. He's the one that brought up SPRT to True Demon. He passed it over to us. So shout out, shout out.
Woo!
I think that's how I got in it, is because of Matt. I got in at like $12.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who got stuck in that GRE transition. That was so effed.
Oh, I got out before that. I got out when it ran up.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that they got away with pulling that crap. Then again, I can.
Did somebody mention GRE earlier? Was it doing something?
That'd be something. I mean, ATER's back from the dead, so why not?
All of us were talking about how we never wanted to look at ATER again, and then here we are.
Sigh.
I'm happy, man. I jumped in, grabbed 35%, and jumped right back out. Still owes me money.
Mm-hmm.
Still want a refund.
Yeah, I got stopped at the ATER at a little bit of a loss back when I was still using stop losses. And it comes down. I'm like, shoot, I think it's going to keep going down. And it was right around the same time everybody found PROG and BBIG. And there was one other one floating around there too. So I was like, oh, yeah, BBIG looks out. I'm going to go into that. And that after hours was the big doom candle. I watched almost 10 grand disappear in 10 seconds.
Honey, we'll be having macaroni and cheese this evening.
Hold the cheese.
Hold the noodles.
We're having water soup.
Yeah, BFRI came back from the dead.
Mm-hmm.
What else is hot today? Oh, Vero is running again today. New intraday high. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, thanks for that.
It made a copy handle yesterday and today. And yes, I am still in GFAI.
Oh, Amy.
I actually averaged down yesterday or the day before.
I am also
Amy at 814.
Sorry, say again?
I am also in GFAI.
Yeah, numbers haven't changed. It's still shorted to fuck. So let's have a look. You still have... Go on.
I'm at 116.
GameStop just hit 150. Now give Amy a little smooch. 1816. There we go.
Utilization dropped a bit, but cost to borrow is still insanely high.
Ooh,
And you still have 25% short of free float.
volume is entering the SPY. The tick is at 600. 620. Think we're going to see Jimmy and Amy hold hands and skip across this resistance there.
Am I at a pretty good average, Birdie, at 116?
GFAI.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's decent. I think that's what's they're offering at 130
Oh, I thought it was 115.
or 115. Then yeah, I think that's pretty good. Virginity did the same thing, and then around $6. Exactly the same thing. It was trading at like 210, 220, just like GFAI did an offering at 130 or something like that. Then plunged like 70 cents, 80 cents down in like 5-minute two 5-minute candles. Patience, it's key.
I'm just now getting to where I can average down on PROG.
No, I'm talking the GFAI rather than that is very similar setup with how PROG was.
Yeah.
Come on, man. ATER is really struggling. And I want to know if I want to hold my calls into tomorrow or not.
And I've been talking to myself the past 10 minutes on mute.
Yes, you have.
That's the second time.
I'm over there talking about the SPY breakout and all that, and mute
Oh wow,
initiated.
that's a huge candle. What the hell,
What are we
SPY?
looking at?
What the
On
hell,
SPY? Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it was gonna break. Now it's passed through that 443. Like if it had so much force in the economy to help it, and it didn't. It's fake. It's all a lie. It's all a lie.
It is, because this will only just give them better entry to get puts over the weekend.
TER still looks like it wants to do something though, so
Ooh, my
sleeping on that one.
Yes, back where I need it.
Okay, this is the ATER. Let's go. This is the breakout. Come on. Show me the money. And it goes red. Looking at the 3-minute, by the way. 5-minute still looks healthy. It looks like my Frenchie pup. Super healthy. Ooh, GameStop's looking good. GameStop won't stop. GameStop. Can't forget about the truest OG of them all, GME. Boy, I see you, Jimmy. Jimmy even gave me a buy signal on the 5-minute. Come on, Jimmy. It's going to bring that power to AMC. I said 1815 earlier, bro. What did we hit? 1816. I was off a penny. Go to the corner. Nah. Yeah, we need 1850 by the day. It's just some crazy volume just to pop up out of nowhere. ATER, is it going to do it right here? Ziggurat break right here. 620. Come on. Then 650. Maybe maybe 635 first. 650. Come on, ATR. I increased my positions in there. I shouldn't have, but I did. Should have just kept the sixes that I had earlier. Would have been in the money already. But no. Paramedics, appreciate you coming by, man. Somebody's still in IRNT. Oh, yeah, I am. I got a IRNT. I got IRNT May 20th. Pause. SPY, this is just crazy, bro. If the SPY just continues to run like that, I don't know. Maybe a pullback tomorrow, I'd say. Because I don't even know where this came from, to be honest. I mean, it wasn't even supposed to be this strong. I don't know where that strength came from.
Well, if anything, the real numbers that concern us is not necessarily the CPI, but is the PPI that got released today, which is the highest in 30 years. Because that's ultimately everyone, whatever is buying it, has just increased 10% year on year.
I mean, that would have to account for like the fact that everything's under a shortage right now. Like it costs so much more in order to produce anything because you're paying so much more for materials. Like what's it called? Like the like lithium and like all that kind of stuff. Like that shit's through the roof, right? Stuff's through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
I concur. But GameStop just broke its intraday high. No, Fitzy's looking at that like, yes.
Come on, Jimmy. Take that kick in the pants. Don't let Jimmy.
AMC's got to catch that bid, man. It's got to.
You can't let Jimmy show you up like that.
Veru is getting legs again. Jesus.
Ooh. Veru. Ooh. All right. Okay, we already all right, there's that 1820. Coming to the 1820. 1815. Okay. My name is show me 1850 today. I know you got it in you, baby. Know you got it in you. Is it raining again? I think I'll go get my dogs and I'll be right back.
Pew pew. Where's my inflated stock prices? Ooh, Jimmy, you gonna tap 151?
Ooh, it wasn't even raining. I'm tripping. Look, there goes that break on AMC. Better late than never. Thank you, Amy.
Very nice.
Better late than never. Better late than never. Thank you.
All right, now we're cooking.
Thank you.
They have been pushing that down all freaking day.
Now we're cooking peanut oil. 1850 now. Let's go. Yeah, I need to see 1850. Amy, you owe me. What's the SPY doing? Stop.
Being a crackhead.
Whoa. GameStop's level 2 looks interesting. As in, where is it? The hell? The most resistance they've got on GameStop right now in the level 2 is like 400 shares at 155, and then somebody's got one share for 20 grand. AMC's level 2 is starting to clear up too. Huh. Are we all just kind of holding our breath? Isn't it who I am?
No, I'm trying to get some confirmation here on about who has a mic.
I'm babysitting a bit the portfolio.
Well, why do they get to put limit orders on GameStop to sell at 20,000 and 50,000? I want to do that too.
We're going to be in so much trouble whenever the teacher comes back into the classroom.
I mean, as long as you brought enough for everyone. I need to find the link Dilly posted. She had posted the link for one of like the best sites ever, and I can't remember its name off the top of my head, but you can order stuff to send to other people.
So much
Oh, it's fantastic.
teacher comes back.
Captain Sano, yes, but there is a website that takes all of those companies and created like a send a bag of dicks mall. Stop shop for all of the things. Okay, jeez, yeah. Veru 1340. Volume into power hour. Looks like the tick is kind of relaxing right now. I wonder if we're going to take another breather before our next leg up, or... So I don't see this going down into close. Foulet's back. Numbskull, you got any cows swirling around in the air yet? Where you at?
Somebody holler at me.
Oh, I was wondering if you had any cows flying around in the air where you're at yet.
Oh, no. Sorry. I'm out of breath. I'm running up and down the stairs here. No, actually, things died down quite a bit here. I don't think it's going to be as severe here, and I was more worried about having to be down toward work than here at home. But yeah, I think we'll be all right. So fuck it, I took a vacation day.
Woo! Rock and roll.
Only got 3 weeks left.
3 glorious weeks left. Oh, Viru's pushing. There goes 14.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I don't care. AMC's pushing.
yes, it is.
GameStop too. The memes are looking pretty good.
They're looking great. There he is. All right. You now have permission to run.
Yeah, I hope y'all kill it on Beirut. I mean, my puts are trash now, anyhow.
God, that's such a weird one.
I'm kind of worried they're going to try to slam GameStop down at the end here. They've borrowed like 700,000 more shares than we've actually traded today. They're just borrowing a ton right now.
You know, maybe it's been a while since I've looked at the level 2 on these guys, but I don't remember seeing them so sparse. Like they were always full, and I scroll halfway down and there's a bunch of empty.
Yeah, GameStop's back down to the 2 million a day volume. It looks like.
AMC's the same. And what's interesting is all of the stacks, with the exception of where it's at right now and a few other levels, are mostly just 100 share increments.
I think CYTO is starting to go.
They're starting to eat away at a wall at 152 on GameStop too, and there's not a whole lot pushing it back after that unless there's something sitting in a off exchange, which I'm sure there is. And MULN's got a little pop.
Oh, goody. I was playing Intel to earnings.
Go home, spy, you're drunk. This message brought to you by his lover. Crackhead spy.
The biggest meme of them all.
ATER is just consolidating around the fibs right now. It's bouncing back and forth between the 38.2 and the 50 from the last run up.
So I see.
Welcome back.
Thanks. It's good to be back.
Yes.
So let's see. ATER, do not disappoint me. We shall see what it do tomorrow. Just hoping it continues this consolidation and then another leg up in the next couple of days. That would be for the best. But I'm holding this for the next couple of weeks. Either way. Calls don't expire till May. So I'm feeling pretty good. They're in the money now. AMC is doing some exciting stuff. Look at this. Look at these big green candles. Who's doing this? Also, sorry guys for the lengthy delay while I was in a work meeting. It's just, you know, primary income and all that.
And a grand.
Came right on time to see the 1850, huh, TD?
Mm-hmm. So I see intraday high.
Wow.
Closing on an intraday high is a good feeling.
Jimmy's level 2 looks so
Waiting on that
weird
1850.
right now.
Come on, baby.
Buy hood.
3 more cents.
They just have single shares back from 152 up to.
Amy wants to rip, bro. For real, I'm not even kidding.
Like,
Amy wants to move.
It looks like a ramp to me.
Mm-hmm. As for the SPY, I'd be looking to short it. The SPY at 445 looks like a good place to jump out. Short the hell out of it. The market is just...
Good old crackhead SPY.
Yeah, there it is. Look, it's going. Once that 1850, I'm telling you, I caught 1850 for the end of the day.
Oh,
we get above
there
that
it
and
is.
just chill.
Ding.
I'll be good.
High five.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's magic. It's magic. To the magic show. I try to block them, Scrap Queen. Maybe you can, TD, block the one that we keep timing out, the webcam. I can't block them. I try to kick them and all that, but the only thing I could do is time them out.
Really? Oh, this garbage.
Yeah, crazy nonsense.
Let's see. Hide the user on the channel permanently. Get out of here.
Appreciate you, brother. All right, here we go. 1850, baby. Take it or break it. Come on.
Okay, there we go.
Yes.
Slover's little Stewie in the straitjacket meme.
Yeah, SPY and IWM have no reasoning for their actions today. This is nonsense. Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
Yeah, the SPY doesn't make any kind of sense. I'm looking for it to get rejected at 445. That's where I estimate resistance will be met, and then it'll get slapped down again. That's my thinking. But of course, I'm expecting a wholesale market housing crash across the board. It's interesting that AMC moved with the market the past several days. It was moving against the market.
Well, yesterday IBM was green, AMC was red.
Interdasting. Ooh, SST, it did bounce. Look at that. SST did bounce. Looks like it's doing a double bottom, getting ready to make a move towards 27.
Timmy, thanks for the super chat, man.
Oh, did I miss a super
BFRI,
chat?
going to the moon and after hours. Let's hope so.
All right.
Let's do it.
Thank you very much, Timmy. Appreciate the super chat. Y'all have been very kind. We go take a look at that one.
Is this where they try to pull the SPY?
Could be. All right, BFRI. It did close above, and it looks like it's going to take another leg up. So it did complete this breakout on this wedge. So very good sign. Let's go ahead and move this out. We'll just extend this out just a little bit. Confirmation is above 550, and at that point you'll be seeing resistance at 666. It's not my fault, it's just the numbers.
So he says.
Have I covered PROG? We did earlier today, but it's been a hot minute, so we'll go back to it.
Covered PROG. We never took a short position. But
Yeah, still sideways. I pointed out Progenity as being in this sideways channel that you see here between 128 and 105. The right now it's in a zone of demand, so you'd be looking to enter a position here, if anything, for long term. This is actually a good spot to buy leaps. The leaps get really cheap down here, so like 50 cent out for 2024. This is the place to buy those. You're buying. By doing that, you're giving yourself a lot of time to be right. So if Progenity, for whatever reason, decides that it's going to make a run to the moon in the future, you guarantee yourself an exercise of 100 shares at 50 cents a pop per contract. That's how I'm choosing to play Progeny. I'm done doing the YOLO options. It doesn't really work with Progeny. It doesn't move as volatilely as it was before. And after this rug pull, it really washed me out of my trade. I did not have a hedge against that, so that was my own fault. But what can you do? I was expecting Progeny to release really bullish news following earnings, and I wanted to see the CEO finally disclose those fucking numbers that we have been waiting for, and they still haven't done it. So I'm honestly a little bit pissed with the executives. But the company itself, I'm still bullish. So it doesn't matter who's in charge of it if they're fucking assholes that want to just let people's options burn. Okay, I won't take that too personally. Senseonics we haven't looked at in a good long while. Let's take a look at what Sens is doing. Not great. This consolidation's been going on for too long. This consolidation is too long. Okay. So this is a bear wedge because it broke down after earnings, or before earnings, I should say. This was basically a gigantic rug pull. It's been consolidating upwards, so it's establishing higher lows and slightly lower highs, which is bullish. It's a very good sign. The stock has room to run, and it could try to chase this gap in the future, but Senseonics is another one that I would be taking out leaps on if you're bullish on the stock. This is the diabetics, the type 1 diabetic sensor, the subcutaneous sensor. Let's go take a look at MULN. I see people asking about MULN.
Got a nice little handle going on at the end there.
Yes, it does. It's a very, very distinct cup and handle pattern. See this on the daily. Got one big cup, one great big handle. The unfortunate thing is that we're establishing lower highs and the lows have been pretty stable. So if we get too much lower, I worry about the breakdown below $2. So that's what that's my bear case is MULN breaks through $2 and then we'd end up going back down to 150. So hopefully that's not what takes place here. Hopefully we'll break out to the upside and go back to seeing $4 again. That would be my ideal. It's based on technicals here. We have some pretty stiff resistance here at 280. Well, we'll mark it at 270. Because if we are going to make a break, then this is going to be it.
I dropped you 3 images in the live stream questions. If you want to have a look at.
Okay, what do we got here? SNCE.
That's probably the juiciest one.
Is it really? Big downtrend. Not super thrilled about downtrends.
No, but look at the short exempt data.
I do see this
10
falling
minutes,
wedge.
10 minutes.
I do see this falling wedge. So that is a bull case. OBV. Interesting. That's very interesting. Short exempts. 73% short exempt ratio. Interesting. What's the float on this one? 91 million.
Market cap is tiny though. It's like 300 million, 400 million.
Yeah, it's small cap. But Science 37 Holdings. The short exempt ratio is huge, but the overall short volume is small, which is why I hesitate on this one. I'm not sure that it's a candidate for sure. I will look at it
Captain
on
Encino asking about Beam.
Beam. Okay, we'll take a look at Beam.
Whoa, volatility on GameStop.
Beam, holy smokes. All right, well, Beam's created a cup and a handle, a really big one. That's a very big intraday cup and handle. That's a big daily cup and handle for sure. Wow. Okay.
You know what? I had got that tick. I saw that ticker a couple months ago, and the Scourge bot, it was bringing it up a lot. I can't remember what strategy I used in the Scourge bot, but it did bring up Beam a bit.
See, Beam is highly interesting. That cup and handle is huge, and I see this. Let's see. Interesting. It's in a downtrend. It needs to break through to $30. Ew. That's a long way to run for. I guess you could speculate that it's going to reach $30 and try to play it to the upside, and then sell at this resistance. Is this like a short squeeze candidate or something?
Not even sure. I want to say it was Captain Insano brought it up in live stream question.
I'm looking at the just TA on that cup. All right. That's what he says. He just wants TA on the cup and handle. It's got a very nice consolidation. I'll do this on the 15-minute. Okay. Yeah, you've got good upside. Higher lows consistently 3 times. I'd be looking to see if I could pick some up at $24 and play it to the 35. That's a good amount of consolidation on this one. It makes some moves. It really does. Let's see. This move was 21 days and it moved 100% from 13 to 26. I'm betting you could easily get a 25% scalp off of this one if that cup and handle completed. But you got a bottom, and if it bottoms here again, you're looking at $24. So I would be setting a limit buy for $24 if you're doing shares, or if it plays options, then well, I guess if you're gonna play this at all, then I would always say more time is better. Probably pick June's, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I would pick June's if I was going to play this on an options play, because I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the time that it took for it to go from this bottom to this, or I'm sorry, from this top to this bottom. If it's playing to the reverse side, I'm thinking it's going to take just as much time. So you see this says 21 days on the timeline. That's what I'm looking at. So I would estimate that that same similar move, you would want to give yourself 21 days at least. Yeah. 21 days at least, but honestly 45 is better. I'd be picking June call contracts on this. June 25s. Oh, you're golden. You're golden, my dude. Excellent. Well, good luck. That does look like a really nice trade, honestly. Man. Yeah, if I had picked up on something like this and seen this big move and the bottom here, could have grabbed it at 22, but this is a good setup. It's a good setup. Okay. Let's go ahead and wrap it up with AMC for the day. Go watch this one rip into close. Let's do it. Actually, let's get them all on the charts. Let's see who's going to race to the finish. We got AMC looking to close above 1850. The battle of 1850. Sounds like a war in the Midwest.
For that number all day. We're supposed to have that earlier. I'm not even gonna lie. We're supposed to have that way earlier. Been waiting for it since noon.
Here's that fake out breakdown I was looking for. I was expecting this. Okay, so this is my bet. This is a fake out breakdown. It's going to bounce off of 540 at the lowest, and then it's going to rip and break through both of these resistances and support. It may bounce right here on just a flat low, but let's see what happens.
Might catch the EMA first, the 50 EMA probably.
What's that?
It might catch the 50 EMA first.
Yeah, I could see that. Yep, the 50 EMA might stop at, let's see, that would put it at, well, the 50 EMA is at 580. Oh, you're looking on the daily, aren't you?
No, on the 5 minutes.
You are looking on the 5 minute. My EMA says it's at...
I'm looking at your chart.
My 50 day says 582. Are you saying the 100?
No, I don't know what color is that. Oh, is that the VWAP session? The lower band of the VWAP?
Oh yeah, that's the VWAP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 530 is the 530 is the VWAP. That's what.
Gotcha.
That's this one right here below that resistance that I marked out.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that by the time it comes down this far, the VWAP will meet it at about 540, and it would bounce off the VWAP.
We've got 2 minutes left.
AMC cracking through 1850, 1852. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go. I want to see this cup. I want to see this cup. Give me a cup and handle.
Final minute of the trading day.
All right. So as I have said before, AMC is looking to make some serious gains. You've seen my chart. Ooh, 1858. Here we go. The volume's coming in.
Yes, sir. TD, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, you're gone. I've been.
I really think I'm right. I really think that I'm right. I think AMC is going to make its next leg up. I think the squeeze is coming, my dudes. This is not financial advice. You got to do what's right for you. But like, I've been staring at these setups. I saw those put contracts go through on the buy side. People were buying those deep 145 puts. If AMC rips from here, those puts will lose so much equity so damn fast, it'll make the market maker's head spin. That is the same. That is the same damn mistake that Melvin Capital made with GameStop. They kept shorting it after they ran out of shares to sell short. Ding, ding, ding. That's the bell. 1853 is the
Ding,
close
ding,
for
ding.
AMC. Let's go review all of our previous
I wanted
tickers.
over 1850 and it did it. Wow.
Nice. Outstanding.
Wow.
1853
Wow.
on AMC, 150.70 for GameStop. ATER closed at 564. The SPY closed at 443. Reviewing some of our other plays, we have ADN, which closed at 246. ALZN closed at $1.10. BFRI closed at 496. Congratulations to everybody. A 34% gain on the day is nothing to sneeze at.
Congrats. Congrats, for real.
IDEX is still flat currently. Let me actually click into these. IDEX is still trading trading a little bit flat today. It's in a bit of a, I mean, I wouldn't really call it a downtrend, but I guess I guess when you're a sub-dollar, every move in a single penny makes it look like a big swing. But anyway, IDEX, this is a long play for us. IRNT had a 5.5% gain on the day, moving back up to 325. That's not too bad. MMAT made a big move up by 8%, up to $1.56 for its close. MULN retraced just a little bit. It's getting ready to bounce off of this, I'm thinking. Hopefully it doesn't break down below $2. That is the risk point of no return for me. If MULN breaks down below $2, that's pretty much the psychological low that I think everybody would be willing to tolerate. But we're coming to the close on Friday, so if it is going to move, then this would be the time. Close of that wedge, and a Fibonacci timeline is closing today. So maybe this will be the big move. Let's see. MDVL moved down 17% today after reaching a high of 250. What was this move? It was 235. My bad. So I'm going to pay attention to this one because the short exempts on this one looked really interesting. Let's see. My Pfizer play is flat as a pancake right now. It looks like it might be making a bounce. I've got Pfizer playing out to until May, for those that are wondering. I'm playing those to 60 and 65. CEI had... What the hell happened to CEI today? And of course I sold my calls the other day. Naturally. Well, it wouldn't have mattered. Those calls were like for $1.50 strike. They were super cheap, so I guess it wouldn't really matter. Yeah, it's just a big swing because it's sub $1. So sorry for the unnecessary hype there. SST also looking like it's getting ready to make a bounce. If it does complete, I'm looking for it to crack through this resistance at $25 to make a run for 28 and 30. If it can break through 30, then that's a new leg up, and it could start to run again. But we'll see what it does. Let's see. Do we have any other ones? Progenity. Yeah, it closed up by about 2%. Not by much. Sends up to 0.8%. A little boring for those calls. But hey, AMC, GameStop, nice day. Very nice to see those things moving. I'd be looking to see what BBIG does after its big bounce. BBIG's been doing the bouncy ball here. I'm thinking this is about ready to form a double bottom. It's a very nice, very clear double bottom here on BBIG. So We'll see if it makes a move up to $3. If we could get it back up there, I'm betting you it rips up to $3.50. STAB. Oh, yes. STAB was another one. That was the one that I forgot to put on my watch list. Thank you, Chronicle. I wanted this one on my watch list. STAB. I'm going to get flagged for harmful and dangerous content. Why is this guy talking about stabbing so much?
Sometimes you just gotta stab.
Sometimes you just gotta stab.
I don't know, man.
This guy is violent. He's a devil worshiper. He's talking about stabbing things. we need to put an end to this before he corrupts the minds of our young children.
Oh God.
Oh wow. STAB is breaking through that wedge on the after hours. That is interesting. I will keep a close eye on STAB. Stab some edgies in the heart. Let's see what it does. But if this is still in this wedge tomorrow, then I might try to see if I can lever up a position. I would only be doing shares on this one. It's so cheap. I do not want to do calls. There's no reason to do that. The theta will burn so quickly on these. I think your nearest strike is 250. There's no reason to do that. So if you're looking to set up a position in this one, I mean it's a micro float, isn't it? Yeah, it's a micro float. 37.5 million is nothing. So at that price, $17 million could buy out the company. So, yeah. Let's see. There was another one. Let's go check out NILE. Let's see what NILE's doing. For whatever reason, NILE is not on my watch list. I need to add that there too. It's probably there, and I just like have it out of order somewhere because I'm terrible at alphabetizing and organizing things. Ah, yes. NILE. Very good. This is what I was waiting for. So NILE's been in this downtrend for a long time, and it finally broke out very clearly today. It bounced off of that resistance, which has now become support. So this is confirmation. NILE is getting ready to make another move. So that's just based purely on the technicals. Plus, I know that Todd Alt is pumping the hell out of this thing. I mean, it is his company after all, so I guess he can do what he wants with it. But yeah, this one I suspect is going to start to make a move. Wouldn't be surprised if Zach Morris or some pump and dump dickhead decided to jump in on this thing and start screaming about it from the top of the mountains. I'm not going to get all excited or anything about NILE or talk to you. Like, I'm not going to bullshit you about like, oh, it's amazing. No, this company's sketch as hell. But the technicals are really good, and I know that there's pump and dumpers that play it, and this is an early play. They have yet to start pumping this thing. Rusty Trombone, when do I start streaming in the AM? I don't have a set schedule. I have to work, so I don't really get to decide when I do and don't stream. It's just kind of whenever I'm able to, and I try to let people know as early and as often as I possibly can.
Yeah, if you like this stuff, I mean, we do this every day, all day in our Discord. We have voice chat open. You know, everybody's welcome to speak up, and we have lately we've had anywhere from 80 to 100 people in there at a time every day, and so it's a great time.
Absolutely, yeah. If you're interested in being a part of these conversations, we are constant. Like the whole Discord, even when I'm not around, the whole Discord is always talking back and forth, doing TA and technical analysis. Research on fundamentals and the professionals and the analysts within Hell's Trading Floor are constantly looking at different tickers. They're using our ScourgeBot tool to let people know what's up. And everybody in the Discord has access to be a part of that conversation if you want to join, see what it's all about. You can join us at our link, which is https://discord.gg/Hell's Trading Floor. In the description of this video, you'll also find a link to our Patreon where you can sign up for a subscription to enter the Discord on a monthly basis. The Discord is we're a really friendly community. We're all about education here. We don't pump tickers. We're not a fan Discord. This isn't about fame and fortune, although we are trying to make money. The main point is to teach people how to trade stocks and learn how to do their own research and find plays for themselves, because that's what ultimately makes retail a more powerful asset to itself, is when we all know how to play the stock market to our advantage. So, yeah, if that interests you, come join us in Hell's Trading Floor at our Discord server. Sign up through our Patreon. You can get in for $3 for the lowest tier, and you can get access to the conversation. You can try things out and see how you like it. If you want to know more about our ScourgeBot, which uses combination of FINRA and historic options data to analyze tickers for potential short and gamma squeeze candidates, then that is available for the professional tier only. Do we have any other tickers that we wanted to show off? Oh, that's right. BFRI was one of the ones that we were reviewing. This one is consolidating so nicely. This is such a good look. Yeah, I wish I had money to buy this thing in after hours right now. I just don't. That looked so nice. Just being honest. The way this stock has moved before, I would not be surprised if this thing broke $8. That volatility is nuts. I do love it. Let's see. Did I do BBIG? I did earlier today, but I don't mind going back and taking another look at it. I'm not sure if I did. Here we go. It's in my diamond plays. BBIG.
Loves 269.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. This is what I'm looking at on BBIG right now. This wedge is it filled the gap and kept bouncing off of the bottom. So I'm thinking BBIG is getting ready to make its next move. What I was pointing out earlier was that it had made a double bottom here. This does look like just, I don't know, Trey might call it a George W. But here to me on the 15-minute chart, it looks like a double bottom to me. You can see it a little bit more clearly here on the 2-hour. Definitely a double bottom. And with this pennant here, that's a good sign. Resistance is at $3. If it can break through that, then $3.50 is within reach. That's just my opinion. But I'll be giving it plenty of time for that to pan out. I wouldn't be playing BBIG for. I wouldn't add to any positions in BBIG at less than May 20th for the call expirations. June or July would honestly be better for me. Someone is asking about Veil in YouTube chat. Okay, let's go take a look at Veil. This one sounds familiar. Ah, yes, this is the one that had that huge run from like $15 all the way to $22. That was a fun one. This one is actually showing bearish divergence on the OBV. So this one might actually be looking to break down soon, which is interesting. I see this big cup here that formed, and the handle broke down, and now it's formed a head and shoulders. Yeah, it created a cup, and then the handle broke down, and now it's a head and shoulders pattern here on the daily chart. So this is actually not a good sign. This is a symptom of weakness. And the way that the OBV is starting to trend downward while the stock is trading sideways, this is bearish divergence on the OBV, so it's actually not a good sign. I would probably just as sooner avoid this one. It may trade sideways or it may retrace a little bit. Your risk is $17 by the look of it. There might be some weak support here at 1850, but the first real sign of support is all the way down at $17 from where it's at. So you're risking $3 almost.
Oh boy, Viru is moving in after hours. It's up 7%.
Really?
1530.
Veru Inc. Holy smoke! Wow, that's hilarious. Look at that. Oh, that's a pretty looking chart, isn't it? It's a nice slow run up too on consistent volume. That's actually a really good sign. You're likely to see continuation tomorrow, judging by this. The volume being this consistently high, good sign. On the first sign of a dip, I would be happy to take a position. The MACD just crossed up, but this one might get away from you pretty quickly. So, if you're in it, congratulations. I would say ride the trend if I had a position in this one. But if not, then I might stay out of it at this point until there was a dip and a sign of clear. Oh, okay. We need to go and report somebody now. Get the hell out of my. Jesus. These webcam chat bots are obnoxious. I'm gonna have to set a timer on these. Holy crap. These bots are stupid.
I mean, our Discord and YouTube is banging. How lonely do they think we are?
Guess is as good as mine, homie. Guess is as good as mine, homie. All right. So ATER, let's see. Yeah, it's liking its support at $5. I don't see it breaking down below 5. ATER is looking like it's got a good setup. There's a little bit of retracement going on. This is healthy pullback though. It's moved by 20% back to back 2 days in a row. So that's not bad. I can't be upset about that.
Yeah, ATER has plenty of other things we can be upset about.
Yeah, it closed the day. Let's see. It closed the day up 11%, which that's pretty good. That's pretty good. A little bit of retracement after hours, not bad. Not going to complain. I just as soon wait for the consolidation. Maybe even average down a little bit if you're interested in that. The volume is nice and juicy here, consistently high throughout the day. This is being heavily traded right now, so ATER looking very strong. I'd be expecting some more moves to the upside here. Continuation looks very likely to me.
There is at 16.
Ew, nudity. They want the gains. Thinks that I'm super lonely. Nope, I got all the company I need. Hell's Trading Floor is a very welcoming place. Finny. Oh man, I'm too embarrassed to go look at the LMNOP chart. Honestly, I feel so shit for missing it. Like I feel like I really let down Hell's Trading Floor for not catching that run. Could have been a quadrillionaire. Almost turned almost could have turned $1,000 into a fortune. Damn.
If Mr. Bully is watching, you must show him Tesla chart.
Tesla chart.
1200 Tesla.
Wow, it did rip, didn't it? Wow. Somebody I know is very pissed at me for selling my Tesla a long time ago. I sold my Tesla for a 200% profit when it went to $650 after its stock split. And I was told that I'm an idiot. I guess that was very true. Though I suppose I don't suppose that 5 shares in Tesla would have made all that much of a difference in my life. Though I suppose I could have dreamed. Oh man, I bought Tesla at $135 and I sold it for $600. 600 and something. After the split. The split kind of messed with it. Nothing wrong with it. But it was probably the kind of stock that I should have put in a retirement fund and pretend it didn't exist anymore. Kind of like how I should have done with Bitcoin when I had I had 5,000 Bitcoin at one time, which was worth about $200 when I held it. Way back in 2008.
Yeah.
Like way in the beginning. That was a lifetime ago, it feels like.
It really does.
The things you wish you knew.
My brother wish he knows where that hard drive went.
Oof.
Yeah, he's one of them.
I did find a long lost Bitcoin wallet on a flash drive one time, and I spent a good long while trying to rebuild the wallet and the database and everything. Took forever. I had to use up an entire 2 terabyte NAS just getting the entire blockchain on it, and it was like, congratulations, you have $2.
Yes.
Son of a bitch! I sold it.
Well,
that was a bit devastating.
That was
shoot.
Long time ago. Very long time ago.
So you come out green.
Does that say True Team and OnlyFans? I don't have an OnlyFans, but I do have a Buy Me a Beer or Buy Me a Coffee. So if you want to, if you feel like donating, I mean, the super chat's pretty easy. But if you feel like donating to me personally, just to buy me a beer, I won't turn you down. It's buymeacoffee.com/truexdemon. So we do have that.
You're gonna get drowned in beer and coffee now.
Right. Hey, I wouldn't turn it down. I like me a good IPA. I'm a big fan of West Coast styles.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. People with Doge at 0.005 hodling. Is MULN done? I don't think so. No, I don't think that MULN's done. I think that it's risky.
I think they have more scheming to do.
Yeah, I think they have more scheming to do. That's a good way to put it. My risk level is $2 for MULN. If it breaks down below $2, then it's probably going to go all the way back down to 160, which is that's like my worst fear. So you're risking $1 per share on that retracement if it were to happen. But there's a lot of strength at 220, so I'm still bullish. CENN for the win. I think that was another one that was getting pumped by alt. Yeah, it's consolidating. The Central Electric Group, let's see. Yep, definitely in a channel. Coming to a close soon. Maybe. We shall see. I'm sure we shall see. Oh, okay. All right, I see the falling wedge now. Yeah. Yeah, it could happen. Yeah, if I catch it reversing at 160, then I might jump into it. Who knows? But OBV is actually diverging to the downside. This is showing distribution, so this probably it's got room to go down, actually. This is not that great of a sign. I'm sorry to say. This one actually might hurt more. Oh, no way. Did we call out a Todd-vergence on this thing? That's what this line is. That's the only thing I use this for. We called out a Todd-vergence on the 23rd of February on CNN. That almost timed the bottom. It was like 120 and the bottom was 105.
BEAI.
Wow. We were 15 cents away from the bottom.
Nice.
And that's only if you had purchased it in after hours or pre-market. And the top would have been $3. I totally forgot about this ticker. This was way back when we were playing MULN, though. I think we made the decision to play MULN instead of CENN, and that's why this happened. Yep. But they both ran. That's wild. You would have made more on MULN just because MULN was trading at like 50, 60 cents, and it went all the way to a high of $4. So you could have had a lot better exit opportunities. But this one is still looking quite nice. Well, the play looked quite nice. Right now, distribution on the OBV doesn't really look that great. So it may not hold up, is what I'm saying. The falling wedge with the OBV going down, I choose to see that as bearish. I'm probably going to have to go after in about 3 more minutes. So Todd CNN pump can forecast ALZN pump. I guess you could say that. I'm not sure what you're getting at, though. If you're saying that alt is going to pump ALZN, yes, because he already is. And the volume pops here are showing that there's still very much a lot of interest. The struggle here is that the OBV is showing a downtrend. But that may just be because of I'm on the 2-hour chart instead of the daily. The daily looks a lot more like a plateau.
I wonder if they confused that with Todd alt instead of Todd vergence.
That's a good question. Yeah. For those that are wondering, like, what the hell is Todd vergence? That's an indicator from our Scourge bot. There's an analyst by the name of Todd Bigsley here in Hell's Trading Floor, and he created a signal that we identified on Scourge, and we use it to basically predict when volatility is coming into a stock. ALZN is still consolidating, but it tried to break out of this wedge, so it's not gonna sit down here for very much longer. For those who are wondering if I am putting my money where my mouth is, you are absolutely goddamn right that I am. I bought 100 call contracts for $2.50 for May on ALZN. So there's your there's my disclosure as a courtesy to you of what I chose to do about ALZN. I am I'm pretty convinced of my position. Granted, I bought those for 10 cents on the ask, so they were really, really, really cheap. But for me, it's a risk reward play that I'm willing to watch that money burn. If you're wondering what that amounts to, it's $1,000 in premium. Just laying my nutsack on the table. All right, I think that's gonna have to be. I think that's gonna have to be it. Alt Virgins is a pump tool. Isuza is out of MULN. That's okay with me, but they're not really out. They still have warrants, so. Progenity, I already covered Progenity. There's not much to say there. It's just consolidating sideways. Just gotta wait. It's in a buying area. It's a good price. So if you're asking if I would buy it, I would buy it. But I can't tell you what to do. You should do what's right for you. I just think that $1.05 is a good price.
And if we missed any tickers
out
in
of
here
CE.
community too, please join us. The conversation continues in the Discord after we end the stream. So please follow us over there. We'll be happy to keep going.
I think they're saying Asusa is out of CE and then not
Gotcha.
MULN.
Yeah, I see that. Cool. Thank you for mentioning that. Okay, just because I love this comment so much, on behalf of Basil, I request that every single person in the Discord and YouTube spit on Hood on the way out. All right, everybody. Hope you had a great time in the markets. Be sure to give Flip Hood the bird on our way out, and I'll see you guys next time. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks, Dee Dee.
Anytime.